Oh shit, here we go again.
Oh lord, we're going back to the moon.
Yep, to the moon! Which is technically a giant computer. Yes, we played this game before. We know about the basic Fate Extra. This is actually what started this entire stream, but we didn't record those.
Somebody hand this some bitch a beer already, huh?
Thank you, Zako, for the resub of Moon! But yes, and we also have someone new with us today.
All right. This somehow made it on this rocket ship, and I don't know how to get off.
Well, too late. You're already in a Grail War.
I'm sorry to say that we have, shall we say, Muskian-inspired escape rockets, so you're strapped in.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I guess.
I do apologize ahead of time if we seem a little scattered. Unfortunately, this game only recently just got a independent English patch on its ROMs, and walkthroughs are scarce, so we may appear scattered for a bit.
Yeah, plus, Fate Extra, the original game, was never easy on people. Only its combat system was. So, we want to start with normal mode, correct?
Yeah.
Number of dead ends and potentially fatal choices in this game. Ah. We're on the moon! I would hope so!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if it will track from the emulator.
Do you
Yep.
Oh, God, you do have it. Oh, that's funny.
Well, I guess we know who our Saber might be. I mean, who will be starting Servant. The item in the main, from item in main menu.
Why do
Okay.
you still have that save?
I mean, I've kept this emulator around.
Listen. It's just as exciting and spontaneous as all of the setup for the stream has been. It feels on brand.
Especially with you guys, well, Zako was there for it in real time, but it took so much work to get this thing to actually properly, like, patch in the English. Also, the team who did this already assumed you were enough of a Fate fan that you had a ROM of the original, like, Japanese CCC. So I was just like, wait a second, why can't I install this? No program like this exists in this, like, emulator. Oh no.
ここは陽子虚構世界シリアルファンタズム略称セラフに作られた仮想空間失礼ですが規則ですのであなたのバリューをスキャンします
This is the world Elon Musk hoped for.
ラベル編入性カテゴリー U 測定拒否権につき免除 クオリティ E マイナス
Oh no, we're mid.
No, we're below mid.
確認しましたそれでは表側の記録を読み込みます
RIP.
申し訳ございません記録の読み込みに失敗しましたあなたの名前が必要ですあなたの心が必要ですあなたの証が必要です
Oh, I do like how identity has 3 different meanings, so that's why they put it in there.
That's Japanese for you.
Yup.
恐縮ですがもう一度あなたのお名前と性別契約サーバントを入力してください
I
Welcome.
love that this is Pokemon.
Yeah, I was about to say, what gender construct do we want to assign?
I'm good with either, honestly.
Same.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
That's on brand. Also, hey, Bubba, welcome.
Someone call it.
Heads
Heads male.
Yeah.
Good job, you two.
We are sharing the one brain cell.
Hails!
Ah! Okay, we went with Chadco last time. What do we want to name our lovely transfer
let's see
student?
here.
Also, So hey, Runewalker, welcome in. I know people are going to just trickle in as it comes in, and we might get a whole
we
bunch more
want-
viewers. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. Sorry. Do you want a basic name?
Basic name, or if anything shitposty comes to your mind, I'm open for either.
Although, here's the tricky part. I'm noticing we have 2 blocks here. Is it last name or first name first?
Moon. Avoid surnames altogether. Just be Moon.
Oh no, I got it. Tsukiko.
Oh yeah. There it
Tsukiko,
is.
Tsukiko.
Okay.
There it is.
With a T.
Oh, okay.
So capital T, S.
Oh, wait, so I made that a capital S.
Yeah, so capital T, S-U-K-I, K-O.
Child of the moon. Child of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think you move with the things to the last name?
It's not letting me.
Oh, hit OK then? Oh, yep.
Spaces?
I'm trying to
You
find a
just
space.
pick a blank one?
That's what I've been going on for these.
Left or right bumpers?
Oh, yeah, now I just saw those. Yeesh, I'm stupid.
There we go.
So, Tsukiko Moon?
Sure.
Sure.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Then, what was it? Oh, yeah.
Child of the moon.
And then, well, let me do okay now and then do nickname, I hope.
I cannot wait to be referred to as Moon-san.
Oh
Yeah.
god, what's our nickname gonna be? Sunny.
Okay, yeah. And I'm sorry for how long it's taking me to type this up. I have to literally use the thumb pad for this. Because PSP controls. Oop.
Oh, I mean... Balanced set of combat abilities. Reinforcing projection skills. Strong skills, physically weak. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I really hope wanting to do Gilgamesh.
Okay. I mean, we might as well. This is a meme thing, and again, as I was saying earlier, this might be one of the few times people will actually like search and be like, "Wait a second, this game is actually being played on Twitch," and so a bunch of people might come in cold. So having Gilgamesh, that might be fun.
I also want to kindly point out, because this is so funny to me. You have Saber, you have Archer, you have Caster. No title, just Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to hide who he is.
Well,
If anything, he will tell you your name so that you know who kicked your ass.
well, also the whole point is that like I want to say he's just for some running joke. He can't be quantified by the moon.
確認しました。お待ちしておりました。
Tsukiko Moon.
おはようございます。それでは、いってらっしゃいませ。
Also, we've now gotten 100% more like speaking lines than we got in the entirety of the last game.
Oh yeah, I don't read them if they're actually already being spoken. Oh, speaking of which, here's your go.
Yep. It's a bright sunny day as I make my way to school. I should really be used to commuting by now, but I still can't seem to remember the way here. Soon enough, I arrive in front of the school gate. There's still plenty of time left. Other students in the same uniform pass through the gate in peaceful harmony. Continuing my routine thread, I also head for the gate. Then, I feel someone's calling for me, so I hurry up until I see my friend, the student council president, Issei Ryudo, standing there. Which reminds me, starting today, they would be doing inspections to ensure we were in compliance with school rules. It was the Public Morals Awareness Month or something. I will still say nothing beats how the first game started with this same scene and how it literally drew some of the best suspense ever. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? It's the perfect day for studying. Why are you giving that you're acting weird today look? What, you want to know if I'm going to inspect your uniform and a Public Morals Awareness Month is still going on? You're one to say something strange. I haven't heard of such an event. Perhaps there's an error in your records.
Which does make me think, as far as who's going to be voicing who, I immediately called it Fun Gilgamesh.
Ha! Okay. We'll find different people. Though,
I was going to say, as a new character pops up, we can just spin a dial to see who gets who, or we just want to, if you see someone you like, yoink them.
yeah, I think that's pretty much how we'll do it. Though, it'll be interesting once we get introduced to the character who is completely different from the last game. I have no idea why I mistook that event to be today myself. I laugh it off, tell Issei it's nothing, then head towards the school building. Oh, wait a moment. There's a favor I'd like to ask of you. Sorry, but before you go to class, could you close up the supply room on the first floor? I forgot to lock it. Given my role, I'm unable to move from here. Could you do that for me?
I am stuck in place. I cannot move. Please free me.
My routine will not let me leave the spot.
I mean, that was basically his entire role in the last game, which I love. I recall it's at the end of the hallway to the left of the entrance.
What I need from him is to do the glasses push-up thing where the sheen goes over the lenses.
Also, him being our best friend is so weird because wasn't he just like only friends with Shiro in the original series because he had unrequited feelings for him?
That was implied, but pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Moon. This is a request from Issei himself, so there's no reason to refuse. Yes, that's excellent. All the other students simply passed me by, so I'm glad that you came along. Honestly, some strange people joined the faculty too. I'm about to collapse under all the stress. If we had someone like you, Tsukiko, the girl in charge of the infirmary and I would have it much easier, but no, that was too inconsiderate of me. I'd never try to coerce you into joining the student council, so you're definitely not a Japanese student council president. Here's the key to the storage room. See ya. Here's to another good day with no regrets. Oh, no, my friend, you're in a fake game. He thanks me in an exaggerated manner and resumes his task of overseeing the main gate. He told me the Public Morals Awareness Month doesn't start today, but here he is. The Student Council President is as diligent as a fine-tuned machine.
Yes, he has one.
Yeah. I say goodbye to Issei and head for the school buildings, squinting against the sunlight that didn't really feel like early summer or early spring. And so
she takes sun damage.
Oh lord. Don't get me started on this. I hit a roadblock in working on my sun-based sorcerer, because I picked that back up last night. Though I am proud that I created a feature that makes daylight a not garbage spell.
Oh.
And so, Tsukiko Moon's day begins once again. Okay.
You now can use the pause menu.
The one issue I have, though, is I do not know if we have a save state. Well, actually, let's check. Yes, we do.
Yeah!
So we can...
See?
Go ahead.
I was about to say, we are absolutely playing the cheat game now, so we picked the right servant.
Yep. She shoots! Or I would have, but even if I wanted to, I can't really kick the ball while wearing a skirt, so I settle for an enthusiastic yell. Wow, what a workaround just so you don't have to animate that.
Oh, now I'm curious what would have happened if we played as the guy.
Oh, here you are. I've got a message from the editor-in-chief. She wants to talk, so see her after school. No wonder you're the newspaper club's ace. You're expected to do big things. Oh, we've had a role assigned to us. You look menacing. Oh. I left the volleyball club because I have exams this year. Now I've gained weight. Around here, see? It's embarrassing for a disciplinarian, isn't it? But just kinda... Okay, so, invisible
wall.
walls. Yeah. Also, wow, she's got a heck of a gait.
Oh, the run. That's what you meant.
Yeah. Let's drop by the station today before we're going home. Sure, we can grab some donuts, too.
Oh, damn it. Now I want donuts.
Berry strings are lined up inside the vending machine. Unfortunately, I don't have any change on me. I'll pass for now. Oh, who are you? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. I was just a little dizzy. I'm alright now. I feel like I'm not actually myself. There's no way that's... Oh, wait a second, isn't he the model for the first character you, play in the game?
No, that's, different.
Okay. Archery club's holding morning practice. It's almost time for class, so they're in the middle of cleaning up. Oof. Oh, wow. Oh, for a second there, I thought it was going to let me keep going, but no. More invisible walls. Oh! Pain suddenly rushes through my left hand, wondering why I checked the back of it.
Oh no, a tattoo! They're gonna kick me out of school!
And I'll be regularly shunned from society, especially at public baths. On my left hand, a bruise resembling a rune mark has appeared.
A bruise.
Sure.
Sure.
I don't remember seeing it before. I wonder if I hurt myself somewhere.
You get a unique art like that and you think it's a bruise? Nah, man, that's like you got branded.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, with all of the sparkles and the red light and the flashing symbol that, you know, just encompasses you for about 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
A bruise.
Yeah. My left hand is working fine, so maybe I just got a bit dizzy. I'll take a deep breath, pull myself together, and move on ahead.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah. My main thread doesn't have self-training in it, which means I keep putting on weight. Isn't this some kind of fatal bug? Or maybe it's harassment. What if God decided I get to be the chubby girl now?
Oh, Lord.
Check your next goal by pressing... Okay, start. Okay, so start just pulls that up. Happen to notice the students wearing different color uniforms? Black uniforms are worn by Public Morals Committee and club presidents. Oh, that's neat. Inside is the faculty office. Teachers are all busy preparing for their classes. It's the usual scene before the school day begins. I get yelled at if I went into the faculty office now, so I'm not going to do that.
Howard.
Oh, notice from the health committee. Things like nutritional balance, washing your hands, and rinsing your mouth are written on here. Okay, so that's still the faculty office. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't need to be checked out at the infirmary. Oh, this will soon mark our demise. The supply room? No, Issei said it was the supply room, but it's not this one. On the far left. Okay. Classroom 1A, even though no one is around, the silence is so absolute, it's somewhat unnerving.
Oh no, they forgot to load in the NPCs.
Classroom 1B. Classroom feels totally lifeless. Doesn't look like anyone is around. this classroom 1C. All the first years here classrooms seem totally devoid of life. I wonder what's going on. Oh. This is the entrance. If I had to say this was the gate it is used for. I have no clue. They said it was the supply room, so I figure it's this is a space for storing things no one's using. Whatever the case, there's no reason for me to go inside. I take the key from my pocket and better hurry up and lock it so that I can go to class. Oh, did that sound come from just inside just now? So I was tasked with locking this door. I can't just ignore it. I put my ear to the door and listen in. What's happening inside? Whatever, now it's time to chill. Sure, it's just me here. But chillin' means I get to munch on all the snacks. Isn't it great to be so comfy without having to do anything? I'm one of the real winners. Oh, I know exactly who this is. All the others are way too amazing. Like, damn, way too serious. Way too desperate. I'll leave that holy war to the PKs. I mean, should be fine to hide out here until the winner gets called. Camping my way to victory. Zako! You genius, you. Lol. Oh lord, they're one of those people who say LOL out loud. There's obviously someone in there. I knock on the door and I ask, is someone in there? Damn, Tsukiko, you cop knocking.
Alright, that's a new phrase to add to my vernacular.
Ah, you've obviously never been cop knocked at. Because when a cop knocks on your door, typically they are not happy, and they want to make sure everyone in the house knows that before you open that door. Suspicious sound continued for about a minute before settling down. Take a deep breath and knock on the door again. I announce my entrance and open the door. Oh wow, we've never been... Okay, I want to look at this because we've never actually been in here before. Someone left some cardboard boxes here. It looks like they're filled with various documents.
Oh my god, she's got a whole setup here.
At first glance, it looks like a futon, but now that I take a good look, this is one of the unused mats at PE. Man, she really is got a utilitarian gamer setup. Naku's blackboard, no sign of it seeing much use.
The fact that that entire locker is shaking, there is no noise, and it's not falling so far off balance that it's just collapsing. Amazing. Immaculate. Couldn't be important.
Oh, there's the noise.
But only one. You only get one.
Listen, this game basically taught Spike Chunsoft how to reuse assets.
Was this Spike Chunsoft?
No, I'm making a joke because this so far predates Spike Chunsoft.
When did it come out?
This was, I want to say 2009 when I was looking at stuff. Like, this was still when the PSP would have been viable in America if they had just given it more games.
I got bad news for you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fate Extra came out in 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and 999 came out in 2009.
I see. I will just sit here and take my L. Not that I really want to know any more than that. Come on, at least do a better job of hiding. Then I could pretend nothing was wrong and leave it at that. Now I have no choice but to point it out.
Oh god, this is me when I catch someone doing shit.
So I take a deep breath and... Hey, get out of there already! Someone's desperately trying to shut the door from the inside, but the door won't actually close. This person A doesn't really fit into the locker. Alright, first choice.
I mean, obviously open the door.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, the walkthroughs I'm finding aren't, like, telling me the answers for these, so this is very funny.
Ah. Sorry, but I don't have time to be nice about it. I open the locker door immediately and then... Oh, wow! You sentoned out of there at us. Of course we weren't gonna catch you. I also want to point out this character was designed to be frumpy and unattractive, but now it's just 2024 peak character design. This incredibly suspect person glares at me with furrowed brows. I should be throwing out the questions first here, but I get the feeling that doing so would just make things worse. First off, I told her my name in class, then I threw out the question. No matter how you look at it, she's not a student. Who is this woman, and where is this girl's room she spoke of? Oh lord. Living and hiding? Here? The first moon being dropped. Substitute teacher? This obvious slop of a woman is.
Ugh.
Elite neat, I like it. I see.
I'm still not used to the characters actually being voiced.
I know, right? Wait, if we, in this run, we have to deal with the crazy guy who worships like all religions at once. What's he gonna
God, I
sound
hope
like?
he's back.
So, you do nothing and are useless, I take it. Oof, we really are fake character dialoguing this right now.
Oh god, I have not heard the word pleb used as an insult in years.
I know. Oh, I love
home
it.
Club, straight home club, no friend society.
I love that she's the advisor of those clubs, the clubs that don't actually exist. Jinako puffs out her chest with an air of pride. Her breasts sway under the hold of her strap.
Oh, this is absolutely written by Nasu.
Mm-hmm. This woman said she was a substitute teacher, a dubious tale, but I don't have time for this right now. It doesn't seem like she's a bad person. I decided to tell her that, and if she's going to live in the storeroom, then keep this key and lock the door. I want to say this...
Oh no, we've enabled her.
Yeah, we have enabled her, but she also gives off so much energy of Poppy from Kamen Rider Drive.
Also, I just noticed that she has an arcade stick down there.
Oh, I missed that. I kept looking at the completely unused ramen cup. Regularly scheduled patrol of the forums. Go on, already, she said as she showed me the door. It's almost time for homeroom. I know to hurry up and leave without being told.
You want us here or not?
Yeah. Well, if I was to put in terms that you would definitely understand, Jinako, given your lifestyle. Damn, bitch, you live this way?
Okay. Again, none of the walkthroughs are really giving me the answers here, so do you want to be mean or do you want to be nice?
Well, we got 3 people here. I'm going with nice.
Yeah, we can be nice.
Okay. Oh, oops. I chose violence.
You chose violence.
I gave her a clear-cut answer. It wouldn't help anyone to mince words.
Okay, that was the right answer.
念願のアイス送配じゃなくって倉庫の鍵をくれたからいい人かと思えばこれっすか。もういいです。ゲラン。やっぱりリアルに期待することなんて。
Oh lord. Pleb, normie. I love this translation. Welcome, Rabbit. I've somehow been run out of the storeroom. I hear a click-clack of blocking the doors. It seems that it's been tightly shut from the inside. Jinako Aragiri. As I leave the dark storeroom, I think to myself how odd it is. Had there always been participants like that there? Hey, wait. I used a weird phrase just now. I wonder if I'm still half asleep. I'm more restless this morning than I've ever been. It might be a beaver, so I should probably head home right after school.
Oh, speaking of Nasu, I have some terrible news.
Oh no, what?
A Fate tweeter that I follow has been retweeting all kinds of interviews, and Nasu really likes Hasbin Hotel.
Oh lord. Oh yeah, no one probably have to go straight.
Whoop.
I'm sorry, that for some reason that head tilt animation cracked me up. Just oh. Stairs lead to the second floor. Then I suddenly heard a voice overhead. It sounds like, say, the frantic footsteps of a woman who just slipped. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no! This is the no-no nun!
Oh.
It sounds like nothing. Someone's really falling down right now. Of course. Thank you, Nasu. With a sudden crash, I fall back into the hallway. I hit the back of my head onto the hard floor. My brain shakes and my eyes spin.
That's a concussion.
Yep. What on earth just happened? Setting aside my blurred vision, let me see what's going on here.
乱暴な手触りですのね。女のどこを触っているのか。
We need. So, chat, for those who don't know, we're gonna need a spray bottle. Sure enough, my fingers weren't just grasping at the sky; they have almost dissolved into a great ass.
Yes.
そんなもぎ取るような勢いで。
Its impact is incredible. It's like my hand is melting. I squeeze the. Wow. Okay. This is where I start the drinking.
And we have only made it half an hour.
Listen, man. The horny nun. Do I squeeze the... Yep, and yet my fingertips supporting her weight won't let go of her clothes. Rather, it's just as if I'm glued to being consumed. There's such a ridiculous... There's such a ridiculous
Jesus
plenty
Christ.
of volume, reminiscent of the bountiful plots of the earth.
お許しくださいませ。このような公共の場でなって。ですが、忍び子のように求める魂を
The Inkton, hello,
誰
first
が
time
諌められましょう。
playing on the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just started Saved by the Spell and Those Who Wander. Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying those. Yeah, welcome to the stream. This is our bi-weekly game when we aren't playing Saved by the Spell. And this is a very long game, so prepare to get into the realm of Fate Extra. But who could admonish
Also,
such a... Oh, go ahead.
hell of a game to walk in on the first time on.
Yep. Oh, the best part is I just realized we've been on this scene for a good 3 or 4 minutes. So that means if this is up on basically for Fate Extra, this is the going on image that everyone will see.
指だけでなく唇まで使うなんて。
Lord above.
A term is born within my mind, which I coin. Magnifimeat! A carnivore is set off by the sight of fresh meat because its 5 senses tell it the meat is delicious. Similar to how that works, there supposedly exists meat that energizes the 5 senses merely by its beauty. But come to think of it, why am I suffocating like this?
Man, I'm so used to her being like extra and fake Grand Order that now having to directly interact with her, it's like, God.
I mean, I only pulled her once and never started leveling her because I had a decent amount of 5 stars. Also, I had a melt that I needed to get to an NP higher than 2. She literally knocked us the fuck out!
Oh, God.
Ow, what the heck am I doing here? All I remember is that something incredible fell on me, and that I came to my senses after I hit the back of my head. Though I also do love that just because of this scene, it literally has established our character is canonically bisexual.
Meh.
There was the face of an unfamiliar woman before me.
We traded the priest for a nun.
Wait, so we really don't get Kirei?
I actually don't know.
Oh.
Oh, you weren't even sure we were alive?
She's way too close. If she leans down on me, that's essentially, there's no way I could think normally. Anyways, I managed to tell her my name.
I mean, she's not that much taller than you.
Yeah. Tsukiku Moon, is it? My parents love celestial bodies.
And wolves.
Master, what's that? I wanted to ask about it, but the woman was gone. All that was left was a light lingering scent like a kindled Honma bonfire. That's an interesting scent. Actually, that woman's scent is now all over my uniform. Yeah, I've been through some outrageous things this morning. If a classmate saw what happened just now...
Oh, God.
The youngest person in the cast who should have an adult here for this.
This asshole.
Someone actually saw me. The one in the red uniform who's glaring at me like I'm a human garbage is my classmate who recently transferred in, Leo. Leo seems to have seen the entire thing from the top of the stairs. Wait, does that mean Leo pushed her? It's like, nope, I gotta put an end to this now. And if so, I will respect Leo so much more. Hey, I said as I waved at him.
Here, you know what? I'll take over reading for this one.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I forgot their voice. Never mind.
Yeah.
Shit.
So said Leo in an angelic smile as he went on to classroom 2A.
Man, my job just became so much easier.
Also, hey, you. Why didn't you help when I was being, like, titty concussed? Why would that worry me, you ask? Come on. We're both in 2A, aren't we? Oh, you're the character who's gonna become, like, aware that you're in a program or something. It's not a bad place to study, but it's almost time for homeroom. I better get to classroom 1A. So is this the film room? Guidance counseling room. There aren't any students who drop by this early in the morning. It seems to be locked. Okay, so they changed up what that room is. Interesting. A little reminder for Miss Fujimura. Any student that fails the next English test gets a present. Fujimura's signature supplemental homework. No one in this teacher's class better fail English. Nothing like corporal punishment.
Also, we're not seated by either window. What the hell?
True, that is new. I entered classroom 2A. I had quite the morning, all before homeroom started. As I took my seat, I started to relax. My friend Shinji Mato came over to talk to me.
Ah, yes, friend.
Yeah. どうしたんだ? 今朝はギリギリじゃないか. 真面目なだけが取り柄のくせに.
I can't hear you over how active the classroom is.
Yeah, no, seriously, did we step into, like, an airport-like terminal?
もしかしてピースジャーナルにハマっちゃってた? やめとけって。あそこはお前みたいな凡人が行っていい場所じゃない。あれは選ばれたプレイヤー。そう。一握りのゲームチャンプだけが発言し、信者を得るべき場所だからね。わかる?
Is he telling us to stop streaming?
7800万。ワールドランキングナンバー2のこの
He's
僕のための
self-aware. He knows.
Oh, Lord. At least in this game, we don't get the creepy Shinji dance. That's the one redeeming factor of Shinji in this universe is he doesn't do that dance. Shinji Mato, as you can see, he's like if you put overly self-confident, elitist, and spotlight hog into a blender and mix it all into one. If you ask me how we still managed to be friends after so many years, here's how I would answer you. Shinji may have a personality issue, but his grades in school and skill in gaming measure up to his big mouth.
Okay, this is absolutely a fake reality because gaming would not make you popular in high school.
I mean,
especially in 2013.
Yeah, in 2013. Nowadays, there's if you stream Fortnite and you get the chicken dinners, then I think you could be cool. If only he could read the mood, then people would worship him. It's what seems to be the consensus of all the girls in school. Also, the Peace Journal that Shinji is talking about is a massive European bulletin board system, PJ for short. It's not a place for typical sharing of information. Oh, I just realized he was calling us a clout chaser. Sharing of information, but a haunt for the deeper self-proclaimed experts.
Oh, 4chan.
You know what? Unironically, I can see most of this cast hanging out on 4chan. Oh.
なんだよ今の笑い。何か言いたいことがあるのかよ、レオ。
ええ、先ほどリアルで無双している方を見てしまったので、つい。格差社会というのは確かに残酷ですね。
Leo directs a casual smile over to me. He's referring to the incident by the stairs from earlier. Leo Bistario Harwe. A name so aggressively European it steals parts from 3 different countries. A boy who just recently transferred to school, heir to a certain famous plutocracy, and a child prodigy who skipped grades. At first,
Couldn't you tell by his blonde bob? I mean, hello. They all have that.
I mean, honestly, it so fits his motif and who his servant is. I actually am never offended by how bad his bob is. Now he casually talks just like this. I think the three of us just went through a major shared experience together. That experience is why we understand each other, but what was it? Oh well, if I can't remember, then it must not have been that big of a deal.
Oh no, she's remembering the last time loop.
Oh lord. Imagine if you forced the main characters from these games to sit down and play in Stars in Time.
Oh, I still need to watch the playthrough of that.
It's real good. It was a good several days playlist. I highly recommend to most people, especially because it was almost entirely done by a single person. So that's something, especially for the writing and the visuals, because they had over, I want to say they said 400 unique like talking head images like this for each of the characters in the game.
Ooh.
All done in pixel art. Dude.
ああ、立ってるよ。いざ競い合え魔術師たちよ。聖杯は勝ち残った最後の一人のいかなる望みをも叶えるだろう。
I love that in this world too, the Holy Grail war, because of how like weird the reality is just like an internet rumor.
手垢のついた触れ込みでさ、どこの運営かもわからないし、うさんくさいったらないよね。管理人も放置しているし、一体何なんだって話。
Holy Grail war? Where have I heard that before?
でも興味は湧きますね。いかなる願いでも叶えるですか。例えばあなたならどんな願いを口にしますか。
I wish, even if you ask, I can't just think of one off the top of my head. There are a lot of things I want, but they're all things I can get if I work hard enough. Oh no! She hasn't heard about capitalism yet! She's gonna fall bad into rise and grind culture. When they say any wish, it feels like it has a nuance of being something you could never get on your own. I can't really think of any huge wish I could have right now.
そうですか。あなたらしいですね。
そういうレオはどうなんだよ。みんなが驚くような願いとかある。
もちろんですよ。僕はそのために月見原に転入して。おかしいな。僕が転入したのは父の都合でしたよね。
Oh no, he's realizing that his memory doesn't fit the script. That's right, I answered. Leo and his older brother both transferred to Sukumihara. I'm gonna hate that name. About half a year ago. Though I don't remember when I heard it, the fact of it has definitely been recorded.
そうですよね。思い違いをしていたようです。ああ、次はユリウス兄さんに聞いてみましょうか。兄さんはあれで面白い願いを持っていそうですし。
Also, I just realized we've got almost the entire original crew from the last playthrough. The only person we're missing is Phil.
Yeah.
Should we ask my brother Julius next? I'm sure that my older brother would have an interesting wish. Oh yeah, I don't have to read that. We're gonna
I
get
know,
so used to that.
It's an old habit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
次にどんな願いがあるんだいって振られるの。話の流れ的に僕だよね。
Julius is Leo's older brother. Julius does all of the driving for Leo to and from school and is kind of like a butler. The entire student body goes crazy over the sight of him rolling up to the main gate in his Rolls-Royce luxury car.
Okay, I know for a fact that that's a English idiom because you cannot drop a name brand of a car in a random game like this.
Oh yeah.
Unless they somehow got a sponsor from Rolls-Royce itself.
That's when we start seeing them eating Pizza Hut. Oh no.
Also, Rolls-Royce, actual like luxury car I dig.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. But I've never been like I like people explaining the history about cars and learning about them, but I would never want to drive a fancy car because I'd just be constantly like in anxiety mode of, oh no, I'm gonna scratch this and I won't be able to fix it.
Oh, you should absolutely watch Top Gear.
I've seen some, but I also really like counting cars on the History Channel. So do we want to get antagonistic with Shinji off the bat, or do we want to be polite? And this time I'm making sure I'm switching.
It's Shinji, so fuck him.
Seris?
Seconding that.
All right, down with Shinji. Yeah, it's almost like your ego is as fragile as basically every other part of your personality.
欧州のゲームチャンピオントータルスコアナンバーワンの相手。確か僕はナンバーツーの地位に甘んじている。でも見てよ。
I also love how in this they changed it from him being a Asian game champ to being a European one. It's kind of weird. I wonder if that's a localization thing or if that actually got changed.
I'm betting to think that it's a side effect of all the other stuff being jumbled right now.
あいつはただの凡人だよ。プレイ時間が膨大なだけのいわゆる廃人チートプレイヤーだ。純粋なテクニックと判断力、インスピレーションなら僕の圧勝さ。見てろよ、レオ。来週にはジムに出て僕が晴れてナンバーワンプレイヤーだ。
It's funny because I thought in the last game that was supposed to be Rin.
確かに次のキャンペーンはシンジの独壇場ですね。頑張ってください。ナンバーワンの暁には僕もお祝いをしましょう。
I also totally forgot that I had my water bottle open, so I almost just spilled a ton of water all over my desk.
本当だな。聞いたか。来週はレオの豪邸で新人王祭りだぞ。楽しみにしておけよな。
While we were talking idly, the bell for homeroom rang. The teacher in charge of our class is a noisy one. As a matter of fact, as soon as the bell rings, you can hear what's like a wild animal stomping in from the hallway. Stomping in, or not?
Oh no. Why are you back?
The entire class gasps as from the unexpected development. The classroom goes dead silent. It was someone we've never seen before, that the school's never seen before. A woman dressed as a Buddhist nun. She must be in her 20s. With a gentle gaze and graceful stance, she exudes a womanly charm in spite of the rigid nun's uniform.
By the way, I just looked it up. A Buddhist nun is nothing like this.
Yeah, I figured. Well, let's also put it this way. I think Nasu has never understood the nuances of religion in general. He just likes the aesthetic. Points at Kirei. Everyone is shocked by this woman's presence. Without a word, our eyes follow as she heads to the lectern. But my situation was quite a ways different. It was because I had an unexpected encounter with this woman just a bit ago.
朝から驚かせてしまってごめんなさい。皆さんの当惑はごもっとも。
The Buddhist nun acknowledges the entire class's bewilderment with calm, or rather, with cheer. Then, with a graceful motion, she bows. Her movements were fluid as the wind and conveyed straight away how earnest she was.
藤村大我と申します。今日から
Bullshit!
教鞭を持つことになりました。
I'm sorry, even with all of the nope that's going on with you, you are still more put together than Taiga.
Okay, now hold on.
よろしくお願いしますね。
Taiga existing is just suffering. She is cursed to never to have to be taken care of by her forlorn crush that did not reciprocate her feelings at all. And constantly just going around attacking people in the night that she thinks is up to no good.
Listen, man, she deserves a win.
She deserves one. She never gets it, so that's her lot in life. Of course, Shinji's the one who immediately loves all of this.
His knees forfeit.
Yep. Spaghetti prone to erupt from pockets. Shinji always starts with contrarian stance, but this time he immediately turned into jelly. I guess Shinji has a soft spot for mature women. Can we not talk anymore about Shinji's interests? It's no surprise that even Shinji would get entranced. Everything about this nun's, Miss Fujimura's, appearance exudes purity.
Bullshit!
Yes, X to doubt! I guess one could even call her appearance affectionate. That voice, that posture, those eyes, that smile, all of that is saying that she means us well. But there's a strange feeling of discomfort that nips at me from the back of my neck.
That's a concussion.
Yeah. Don't go to sleep, Moon. I feel like the name Taiga Fujimura calls a far different image to mind.
おや後ろの席に座っているのは
なんだって
Yeah, I am totally seeing now with all of his reactions to her. I want my headcanon to be that Leo pushed her down the stairs, and unfortunately we broke her fall before she could break her neck. I agreed her back partly just because our eyes met. And then she gave me the greatest smile, one that would melt whoever saw it.
なんという幸運でしょう
That is not a
先ほ
smile.
どは本当にありがとうございましたあの熱い抱擁
ちょ何抜け駆けしてんだよお前タイガ先生と面識があるとか何様それ以前に抱擁ってどんな意味
I want to say it's the nastiness of this game is so there because no one would ever really use, even in 2013, the phrase stealing a march on someone.
That's a thing?
Yeah. It's an old saying that kind of got phased out. But again, since Japan was kind of like behind with all of the like post-war colonization, that a lot of older stuff stuck around for longer there.
Oh.
恋人同士で抱き合うことですね。それはもう大変積極的な生徒にあるまじき銃声でした。
恋人同士だと何やってんだよ先生を好きになっちゃダメなんだぞ漫画でもよく言ってるじゃんか
Meanwhile, in comes the main character for Persona 5. Man, don't ruin this thing for me. With the critical damage from Leo's words, the classroom turned into a melting pot of gossip. There were girls with eyes sparkling from the gossip. There were envious, fussing boys. Shinji, resentful, cursed me from under his breath. As I watched the uproar before me, there stood Miss Fujiwara warmly waving at me. I scrunched my brow and sighed. Looks like these ordinary days have gone through some big changes. Oh, Tsukiko. You have no idea. Oh! This is where Shinji sits. There's nothing in his desk. Essentially, Shinji's desk is neatly organized. The desk that reflects the obsessive-compulsive Shinji well. My assigned seat, the top of it is a little bit of, there's a little bit chipped, so I can tell right away if it's moved. We do. Wow, can we have the most general conversation ever that goes on forever? Every time I think it's... Oh. Thank you!
I think they were trying to reference a specific show mentioning the girl and the dog, but I lost track of it very fast.
Yeah. It's my turn to clean up the classroom. I want to go to the archery range and practice already. Yes! It is wife! I'm really surprised that she did not appear in more Fate work.
I was quiet for a second because I was just thinking back. Has she even shown up in Grand Order? No, she hasn't.
An allusion to her. That one-star character who is integral to Lu Bu is based off her character design, but he is the male counterpart. It's why they have the relationship they do in the first game. She's basically down to like all of her stats a carbon copy for Ilya, who they weren't putting in this game. Once 8 hours, 12 minutes late. Should I be underestimating you, or was I just overestimating you? I guess not expecting what I saw. This girl struck up sudden conversation without batting an eye. She started going on about me with a jarring way of speaking. Oh wait! She was our love interest in the last game. Is this a carryover? Because we definitely had the save file. And I never went back and did a Rin route. I was gonna do that in my own personal playtime because I was playing through the last time I had this game open, not for this stream, I was playing through the Tamamo route. To put it simply, she was an exotic girl. Her skin was brown, her coat white, had a sense of cleanliness to it. Her slender, straight silhouette felt androgynous. Still, Sukumihara maybe lacks if it's dress code, but does her outfit even pass as a uniform? Like, did she forget to equip a few things? Ha!
聞いているのですか? 感情の起伏は穏やかな私ですが、今回ばかりは制限超えです。あまりに長い待ち時間のため、サミュエル・ベケットの戯曲を検索し、単読し、考察していたほどです。私はあなたの健康を一憂し、あなたと私の置かれた状況に失望し、ひょっこり現れたあなたに憤慨中。しかるに、今私がどのような状態なのか、知ることができますか?
This really is proof that we romanced her because she didn't have emotions until we did that.
Uh-oh.
Alright, to put it plainly, you are very angry. But this is pretty unusual. As far as I know, this girl's never complained so much before. I've known her for a relatively long time, so I know these facts for certain. Her name is Ronnie the 8th. I just want to believe that, like, Tsukiko is the kind of, like, person who saw that, did not realize that they were Roman numerals, and thought that Ronnie's last name was V for the longest time. Invited to Sukumihara Academy as an authority on electrical engineering, she's one of the very elite. She grew up in a laboratory, so to her, a normal school life, or making friends for that matter, was new to her. I became friends with her when... That's right, when I got injured in the forest, she helped me with her knowledge. What kind of electrical engineer knowledge did she use to perform first aid to you in the middle of a forest? Why were either of you there?
Science.
I was about to say, there's a twist. We're a robot.
I mean, given what we know about the main character, not far off. Especially when we know what happens after in the extended Fate games for this. That's right. Even though Ronnie has a blunt personality, once one gets to know her, she's a righteous and morally upstanding girl. That said, here's the very same Ronnie, and she's quite angry with me. Why are you so upset? When I asked that...
なぜって、それはあなたがいつまでもご本失礼しました。理由は明白です。あなたが時間を破ったんです。
Error 404.
きっと。
Yeah, we just realized that everyone in Class 2A are the people that hang out on 4chan. This is the one that hangs out on Wikidot.
なぜなら、私がここまで憤慨する状況は、その
Ronnie said so quite decisively. I didn't want to say this, but I have to. I tell Ronnie that I don't have any clue why she's angry.
黙らっしゃい。
Ha! Shut it!
繰り返しますが、私は憤慨しています。スケジュールは正しくこなすもの。改めてください。いえ、絶対に改めさせねばなりません。それが最適かつ最善、そして最高の回。不真面目なら真面目にする。節操がないのなら節操を守らせる。 目が離せないのなら管理する。
Dear Lord, someone listened to the Yoda speech in Strike in Empire and just made that their life.
アーティスティック。シンプルな式にこそ神は宿る。死よ、私も理解しました。失礼、用事を思い出しました。それではごきげんよう。次に会う時を楽しみにしています。
I love she's got a little reserved walk style animation. That's cute. As if nothing had happened, Ronnie's hair waved as she walked past. Along the way,
ちなみに、戯曲名は五道を待ちながらです。ご存知ですか？
I
Just
actually
another old idiom phrase you know about?
no, it's just a famous play.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know it's very much just a big metaphor, but I never actually saw it. I only had people explain it to me several times.
Oh, written by an Irish playwright? Bookmark that for later.
Yeah, it's basically a metaphor for God, if I'm remembering correct. I become dizzy. Maybe it's the setting sun in my eyes. Kind of think of it, I feel like I was talking to someone just now. Must be my imagination. Probably just my imagination. As my head starts to clear up, a familiar figure comes into view. Oh no. Oh yes, Shinji appears. So of course, one of the best character sides that you don't want to share a scene with him.
と暇人だよね。人生の浪費ってそんなに楽しい？
Shinji is sarcastic as usual, but this time I sense more sting in his tone. So I start asking if something's bothering him.
なんだよ。別に何もないって。僕は見ての通り、いつもと同じだろ。それよりお前、遠坂凛を知ってるだろ。
Oh, true. We never tried. Oh, we should have tried to go up to the roof and see if we could have had a Rin interaction there earlier. So I kind of remember that being a thing in the last game.
この学校で僕と釣り合うレベルの女なんて、あいつくらいだと思ってたけどさ。いや、見かけ倒しだったよ。ほんと。
Says the man who was most likely just now rejected. Sounds like he found some trouble with Ren Tosuka. Last time he was harshly rejected, yet Shinji stubbornly trying to bother her again. Last time? Is Shinji the kind of person to keep making passes at someone who rejected him?
Yes.
But I'm sure we've had this conversation before.
何ボケっとしてるの？あ、もしかしてお前、遠坂町だったとか？あんな暴力女、好きにすればいいさ。今ならまだ花壇にいるんじゃない？
Shinji disappeared into the classroom, probably to pick up his bag and go home. I don't have anything to do at school anymore. I'd be fine to leave now. That's how it should have been. But why isn't the sense of unease going away? Before I go back, I want to visit the garden for a bit. Maybe I should consult her. Oh, I don't know how to get to the garden. Is it...
Oh, I remember. Down the stairs.
Okay.
And I believe, go to your right. Yeah, down that way.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a garden area that basically had only two, points of relevance in the last game. So I guess they're reusing it now because they got no use out of it in that game.
By the way, every walkthrough I have found so far is not tracking the same stuff we are. We are in unknown territory.
Oh lord. All of a sudden, my feet stopped. Though I would also say, you might want to check for a backup one, because I know there are walkthroughs that exist for this game from before it was translated.
Well, that's the thing. I did find one from 2014, and everything we've selected so far has not been an option on this.
I wish we still
Do you
had
think that...
Oh. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna ask, do you think that's because this is New Game Plus?
Maybe?
Maybe?
I would also say, I wish we remembered the site we used for the original walkthrough, because I'm not sure if they had an option for CCC on that one.
It's game facts.
Okay, well, maybe. Well, we'll see how we go. All of a sudden, my feet stopped. It's not like I tripped or anything, or someone called out to stop me. I really just stopped for no reason at all. No. Rather than why I stopped, it's more like I was recalling why I came here.
You ever just wonder why we're here?
All the time.
Oh Lord, I wish I memorized that original Rooster Teeth bit back before Rooster Teeth just started killing itself every other week. I'm glad I at least have the original run of DVDs so that are unmarred. Pain rushes through my left hand. When I held it up to see why, right there was...
Okay, good news. I have found a YouTube walkthrough, so we can try that.
Okay, cool.
It appears they also picked Gilgamesh, so yay.
The vertigo subsided in 2 seconds. As I swing my head, I put my hand to my chest and check my heartbeat. What was with that throbbing? It's like my head and heart were organs of some other being. Ha! Pounding in my chest, a primal pulse calling out to me. You shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be here. I wonder if this was a hallucination. I heard the sound of a heart as an indescribable anxiety enveloped my mind. Oh, you have an undiagnosed anxiety disorder. A vague anxiety gouging at my chest, so much to the point my heart could stop. That hallucination shoots up my spine, voicelessly echoing, saying, you shouldn't be here. But in that case, where exactly should I go? Thanks, Booyah. I always liked the subtle changes they did to Rin's design when they put her in extra. Except for the random, like, butt window. That always kind of was weird. But then again, Nasu gonna Nasu. She started yelling at me before I even opened my mouth. Through the pressure, I took a second glance at her. Put simply, she was a flashy girl. She had neat black leather boots and clothes that really showed off the off her body lines. It gave her an overall impression of tightness. Ew. Still, Tsukumihara may be lax with its dress code, but does her outfit even pass as a uniform? And can we just reuse this text all over again? Oh Lord, she's discovering the concept of OnlyFans in 2013.
And this is the moment where you realize she's not just having a conversation with the MC. She's having a conversation with Meta.
Yeah.
We know this.
Listen, we haven't broken down and done the meme yet.
No, but she knows. She knows it's coming.
Oh Lord.
I can't explain to you why she knows, but she knows.
Oh Lord, imagine if you had meta knowledge that the one thing you were known for was one bad hentai game dialogue. Oh. This girl seems to be on the verge of grabbing me by force. Even though she's feeling so embarrassed that she's about to resort to violence, I don't panic. I also want to say, it's kind of hilarious coming from her to Tsukiko, considering how, like, openly, like, more, feminine leading bisexual she is, if you just look at all of her interactions with Saber. And to a certain degree, Sakura. Because I know her better than that. Her name is Rin Tosaka. She's one of the most popular girls in this school, and it's the highest scoring honor student. When she's quiet, she seems like quite the refined lady, but that's ruined by her headstrong, unrestrained personality, coming off as a tomboy when she opens her mouth. Now, in my case, should I say that's a blessing? I don't know how many times her activeness and positivity have helped me.
あのね、近いって言ったでしょ。私とあなたは敵同士なんだから。あんまり慣れ合うと後で困るじゃない。まったく。ちょっと一緒に戦ったぐらいで簡単に心を許しすぎよ。
Enemies fighting together. Rin used an interesting choice of words. Our test scores aren't comparable, and we don't have any club activities to compete over, so there's nothing to fight about. Oh, this is such a great twist, considering that she was so good at, like, her stuff. It was like her, Leo, and, what's-his-face were the only people who knew about the Grail War in the first game. And that's what's leaking into this reality.
とにかくそろそろ本番でしょ。私も自分のことで手一杯だから、あなたとの付き合いはここでチャラよ。それじゃあね、縁があったらまた会いましょう。っていうか、絶対に勝ち上がってきなさいよ。約束だからね。
I also kind of love that, like, Rin was such a fun antagonist after, like, you made clear that you picked, the Ronnie route. Like, Shimi was like, okay, I'm no longer helping you, and, I see it now that we're not going to make an alliance, so, it's on site next time. Which is, in all honesty, my favorite type of Rin, because I love, Fate, Unlimited Blade Works Abridged Rin the best. That's my favorite Rin. Which, if you haven't watched Fate Unlimited Blade Works Abridged, go follow their channel and then watch all the episodes, then thank me for it later. In her usual manner, Rin's hair swayed as she walked past. Along the way, why am I even picking a fight with her? She said as she tilted her head. I become dizzy. Maybe it's the setting sun in my eyes. Can't think of it. I feel like I was talking to someone just now. Must be my imagination. Probably just my imagination. I must really be tired, is all. My head starts to clear up. I should head to the shoe lockers now. Also, I just remember that the entire joke for the last game in the early part was that we were at a religious school in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually would make the nun less like, weird. But now, we like her less than Kirei.
Miss Kirei.
Yeah. Door's firmly shut, and there's no sign of anyone inside. It's been here once. I've been here once since the first time I came to the school, I think. I really hope that we get Kirei in some capacity, especially since we're going to have the line so he will say his thing. Oh, wait, he can't say a line. He can't give us his regular line because we're not playing a shonen.
Well, he could still say he just replaced the word.
Yeah, but would shoujo have the same effect? I don't know. I need to gauge the menace in how he puts the tones.
Well, thankfully, if this whole thing is voiced for us, then...
Yeah. At the end of the day, school building is dyed in the color of sunset. There are students at the entrance heading home. Laughter and chit-chat filled the air. The usual scene, the usual life, and also just about, yeah, I'm just about to visit my shoe locker and leave. Also think I'm going to... Oh, is that Ronnie?
No.
Oh.
That is very much not Ronnie.
Well, now here's the question. Is it Sakura, or is it Yano? Because for some of the people who don't know, that's the fun part. Us Grand Order marks have had stuff spoiled for us no matter what. In the shadows of this twilight, there's a single girl collapsed on the floor in pain. I wonder, who is that? Not my business! Not my business! Nope! I love the casualness of that, of everyone being like, nah, girl. Her breath is worn, her cheeks are flushed, she's clearly sick. And yet no one seems to notice. This scene is not normal. I'm starting to doubt my sanity. No, the sanity of the people around me. There's no way every single person could just ignore this. There hasn't been so much as a single person who's even glanced at the girl in the white coat. I should... So, Zako.
My walkthroughs still have nothing, so go help her.
I also just want to be like, just insert the Mad Max meme. That's bait. In any case, I have to do something as soon as possible. I lift up the suffering girl and up... Also, your life must be suffering with hair that long. How do you sit down and not, like, whip your head back? Well, this is troubling. I know this isn't the time, but I'm getting a little nervous. Sweat adorning her white skin is so captivating that any guy would find them... No, even girls would find themselves unable to look away. It's a little rude, but she kind of reminds me of sugar candy. The girl's body is sweet, soft, and fragile to the touch. Ah, she's warm, as if she's a real living being. Tsukiko! The fuck?!
Look, we're in an artificial environment. She can't tell.
I also kind of think that the entire premise behind this game was Sakura fans getting pissed that Sakura had basically no role in the last game. Like, Rin gets to have an entire 2 separate storylines. Then, Ronnie, new character, also gets 2 storylines. Sakura, she sometimes gives you an item. I'm seeing her and I'm holding her. That's why I'm able to help her. She may have a terrible fever. It's so bad that she's not really present, and I can't tell what's going on.
1年の武藤さくらと言います。配置は保健室。管轄は皆さんの健康管理です。先輩はどこの？
That's not really something I have an answer for. I'm not in any committee, so I respond with my name in classroom.
一般生徒の方なんですか？生徒会の人たちも気づかなかった私を。
What is this visual novel-esque dialogue? Wait a second, I forgot. This is literally the show where we play games that pretend they're visual novels. With labored breath, Sakura looks up at me. Poor thing. No one offered any help. That must have hurt physically and emotionally. You're safe now. I lend her my shoulder to match my words. I also love that, much like Nirvana Initiative, this game has already doubled the amount of animation it has. That's all it took for this girl, calling herself Sakura, to stare back at me with eyes wide open. She seems to be having trouble breathing. It's like the blankness in an instant you watch a miracle unfold.
That's a Nasu line. Answering her with a nod, I pick up the freshman girl, Sakura. Luckily, the infirmary is right around the corner. I should get her to a bed first. Oh. That's not okay. Suddenly I wake up. It seems I dozed off while watching her. The infirmary seems to have that effect on people. An air of serenity fills the infirmary. The bustle of the school is far off from here. Sakura is sleeping in bed. The nurse in charge was out, so I looked after her. Despite my lack of experience in caring after people, to be honest, all I could really do was put her to bed and wipe the sweat off her forehead. Man, those are some wild ass shoes.
Yeah, I really wanted to adjust the game volume, because the effect sounds are way louder than everything else, and I wanted to see if I could lower them, but it's not giving me a motion where I can press pause, unless I can press pause here. Oh.
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 Uh-oh. I think you accidentally pushed the fast forward button.
Yeah, I didn't realize start was the fast forward. Though we'll also need to check if we have the fast run ability from the last one.
You do.
Okay. Sakura lets out a sigh of relief and looks over to me with dazzling face. Dear Lord, I think her hair got longer between scenes.
It did.
She's filled with such heartfelt gratitude. All I did was look after her. So honestly, I'm a little embarrassed. Girl, you gotta sleep with like a hairnet or something. That can't be comfortable.
Also, frankly, looking at the comparison, that is absolutely longer than her legs.
Yeah. She's in the Rapunzel life now, which is hilarious considering that for a while, Seris was part of the Tangled crew with me, which was me, Wily, Wand, and Krista from Saved by a Spell, which would be just killing through episodes of the Tangled animated series.
Yeah.
Fun times. So honestly, I'm a little embarrassed. Okay, yeah. I set aside those feelings of mine and spoke.
Go with either.
I don't think her fever's gone just yet. I put my hand on Sakura's forehead to check her temperature. At Sakura's insistence, I moved my hand away. She's right. I realized checking someone's temperature by touching their forehead is something an elementary schooler would do. It's pretty childless, so it's no wonder you wouldn't like it.
Look.
まだ頭痛はしますけど、だいぶ調子は良くなりました。これもあなたのおかげです。助けてくれただけじゃなく、看病までしてくれて、本当にありがとうございました。
Sakura smiles gently, giving me a slight bow. What's this feeling? Receiving a smile is common, everyday thing, but I feel kind of uncomfortable or embarrassed. Pure and honest gratitude seems to really warm one's heart. Dear Lord, I think the Nasuisms make our characters seem incredibly on the spectrum.
Is this positive affirmation?
Yeah. I set aside how moved I am and speak to Sakura.
どうして倒れていたのかですか？校舎の雰囲気がいつもと違う気がして、様子を見ようと廊下を回って、昇降口のところでめまいを覚えてしまって、あとは先輩の知っている通りです。生徒の皆さんに声をかけても気づいてもらえなくて、ああ、私はここで忘れ去られるんだなんて本気で思っちゃうくらい心細かった。そんな時です。先輩が声をかけてくれた。
So that's how it was. I was curious as to why everyone ignored her, but to be honest, I don't think it helped. I don't think it helped no matter how hard I think about it right now. Anyways, I answered back, the important thing is that she's doing fine.
はい。先輩のおかげです。この通り、精神的に元気いっぱいになっちゃっていますから。でも、私からもいいですか？そちらは、何か変わったこととかありましたか？
Well, my consciousness keeps blinking in and out of reality.
I was sexually assaulted by a nun. People are going off script, and I don't know why I consider it off script. I can't say much has really changed. Same old life, same old school, same old classmates. The teacher tripped by the lectern, and everyone laughed about it as usual. After class, I talked to my friends in the cafeteria. All these things didn't happen today. Why am I saying this? Yep, nothing out of the ordinary. Not one new thing happened. That's the kind of place this is supposed to be. Oh! Imagine if you knew nothing about Fate Extra, and you were coming in as this is your first game, and you read all of that, and you're like, what the fuck?
そうなんですか。藤村先生っておかしいですね。
Now I kind of want to make that game where there's no prequel. Sakura seems to be having fun with this ordinary conversation. I wouldn't think much of these boring events, but she's really interested. The spark in her eyes seems to be longing for it. I wonder if that's why. The one who's listening is enjoying themselves. You will too. When I talk about whatever comes to mind Sakura, I'm left with a really different impression about them.
なんだか嬉しいです。うちの学校、怪我をしても自分で治せる人ばかりでしたから、私、保健係といってもお仕事が少なくて、新しい変化もなくて、これって寂しいって言うんですよね。今だから気づけたんですけど、それに、先輩が私のこと見つけてくれたから。
Oh lord, she really is. Senpai noticed me. That's right. Nothing is out of the ordinary. This shouldn't have happened. Oh, I love this. Nothing out of the ordinary. This shouldn't have happened. So what was up with what happened by the entrance? Why did all the students ignore Sakura? Well, it's a thing of the past now. I'll just enjoy my conversation with her. I just want a face to come out of one of those curtains, just be like, please, come back to us! The conversation in the infirmary kept going on. It wasn't long before the last bell to leave school rang.
時間ですね。引き止めてしまってごめんなさい。気をつけて帰ってくださいね、先輩。
Sakura then showed me out of the infirmary. As I was leaving, when I turned to look at Sakura one more time, she saw me out of the room, looking as if on the verge of tears, as if not wanting us to part ways. Oh! Yet again, I feel pain rushing through my left hand. There's a strange bruise on the back of it. Am I worried about the bruise because of my headache? Or do I have a headache because of this bruise? I have no idea. Yes, your bruise. Oh, I love this. Yeah, before I go home, before the morning comes, I should have someone take a look at this. Leo would be fine. Rin Tosaka or Rani would be fine. I wouldn't even mind Shinji.
Okay, now hold up.
Anyways, if I show this command seal to someone I know, I'm sure that...
Here, you know what? I got a fun game. I'll read the blue text.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I told you that was bait!
あなたたちが今まで所有していた世界観が崩壊しました。インフレによる値崩れです。聖杯戦争ごとあなたたちに売却されました。
Wait, what? You sold it?
Oh lord! Please don't tell me this is how we become part of the Embracer group! Haha! Topical.
あなたたちは無価値です。
Wow, we really are being sold the Embracer group. Give me a second here to take a drink. Oh, that's right, Bubba, you weren't actually here for the original run of these streams. So yeah, you don't know what's going on at all. You don't know about the moon, Zako. What was with that announcement just now? And more importantly, what's with this bizarre transformation? Help me! Oh! Everyone's being stabbed, breaking, melting.
Oh!
Everyone's being processed.
Killed.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. My bad.
Oh god. Oh, they're eating him.
What the hell is happening? Feeling the danger, I looked outside. It was dark, as if I was staring into a hole. Forget the entrance. Window after window has been covered by that black noise. I'm gonna have to run for it. It wouldn't be good to get touched by that black noise. If it's engulfed the entrance and the windows, the only way left out is up.
Oh, you gotta move.
I like that we got some proper Japanese horror game feel going right now. We got none of this last game. Somebody remember the script? That was Shinji's voice.
Oh, he gone.
Man, you didn't even get as far as last time, bro. He reaches out a hand to me. He's begging for help with the eyes strained in fear. But whether it's the quivering of his mouth or his pride, the words "help me" won't come out. Oh, dear Lord.
Be me, but I think it's neither. I think it's the fact that he's literally being alive and he's in pain.
Yes! I also love that for how many years, like 20-ish years now, that voice actor has had to open up a script and just have his bread be buttered by pathetically screaming. There's no saving him anymore. There's no point in rushing over to him now. On top of that, if I got too close, the noise would overwrite me too. All I can do is ignore Shinji and keep climbing upwards. And yet, why? Why for Shinji of all people? Let humanity take the W on this one, Moon. My hands and feet move before I can think, and I race over to take Shinji's hand. Shinji's body is heavy. No, it's that he's been rooted. The lower half of his body is already fused with the hallway. Wow, Shinji actually having a redeeming quality. This really is not real life. Shinji let go of my hand, stifling his fear. His crying eyes tell me to not come over here. He's keeping his hand from reaching out for help by his own will. Which is true, because that means that, like, the Moon Cell did not actually properly delete everyone, and that it's just been keep running simulations with the last batch because it wasn't getting the results it wanted.
Ruh-roh. Oh, come on, man. You had a redeeming quality, and then you had to go back to insulting us.
My outstretched hand was empty, powerless to save anything. The man who called Tsukiko Moon, his friend, cruelly vanished before her very eyes. I also want to believe that the catalyst for Gilgamesh showing up is, oh, Shinji's dead. It's okay to come out now. Because no, I remember seeing, this is a post on 4chan someone pointed out in a Fate thread, where they showed Gilgamesh's motivations for doing things in all the 3 runs. And it's only in Unlimited Blade Works where Shinji becomes his master. He decides, you know what, I'm just gonna end human race. I think it's had a good run and it's peaked. Like, that's the best part. The other ones are all just selfish bullshit, or just, I'm above all this. At that point, he's like, no. They literally got shittier since I've been gone. With a thump, a remarkably loud heartbeat echoes in my ears. I wonder what this feeling is in my chest. It's not that I'm afraid of the abnormalities before me. I feel nauseous, but I don't know what it is. I'm suffocating, but I don't know why. Again, you have an anxiety problem. But I can't just stop right here. Right now, I have to get away from the noise.
Oh, the noise.
Oh, is that Issei?
No.
Okay, well, I can move. At least I can move through here. It's all just...
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Who turned off the sun?
The moment I reached the rooftop, I couldn't believe my eyes. The sky is black. The city is black. Even the ground I'm looking at has been dyed black. It's like an ocean of night. In an instant, the surface of the world was coated in darkness. The single saving...
That's why I'm scared of the beach at night.
Well, me, as someone who has had a completely irrational phobia of the dark for his entire life, this would be my living hell. The single saving grace was that it's still abided by the concept of height. The black ocean stretched from the land to the horizon, but the water level hasn't reached us here. The roof is still high enough to be safe. Ah! No way! Not after I made it all the way here! Who's pulling at my feet? Stop it! Let go, Yuka! You're my friend! Aren't you? Why are you doing something like this? I hear a scream from the third floor of the school building. I looked back to go help them, but the third floor was already completely eroded by noise.
Oh man, I don't know why, but this brought back to my mind the one of the scenes from the first episode of High School of the Dead, where those two very, very good, so best friends were running through the hall, but the moment one of them got their leg grabbed, the other was like, "Let go of me, you bitch," and threw her down the stairs.
This all just really gives me a sense of John Carpenter nihilism, and I love it. No, stop it! Don't come near me! Don't! I'll die! Not me! That noise is data. My confused mind calls up incoherent memories. No, it's because I'm so confused that I remember things I've forgotten. That black noise melts together with the data of whatever it touches, systematically overriding it with its data. Rather than a bandage of covering a wound, it's more like a bacteria integrating itself with the wound. Ah! I'm fading away! I'm fading away! No! No! Not when I realize... Not when I finally come back!
Oh, she gone.
Their voice completely disappeared. The data overwhelmed and assimilated their body. Their mind, represented by the wedge shapes, was
Soul.
saturated by the data and absorbed.
Sorry, I forgot the bit.
You're fine. This is the first stream. We're all learning our roles. That's the beauty of this. Once we get the dynamic down, this game's going to become very fun. Also, give me 1 second here. There's just one thing happening that was driving me crazy, so I'm doing it. My laptop was... Not my laptop. My tablet just kept being like, you know you've got an update. You should update. You should update. I'm like, no, I just want to have you so I can check Discord while I'm streaming. Again, the sense of nausea. My fingertips are shaking from the bizarre situation before me. I want to scream, someone help me! And my throat is dry. But it's not dry from terror. If the shaking was from fear, then why does my body feel this hot? Right now, my heart beats strongly with a force that directs... the direct opposite of fear.
Oh no.
A voice from the sky. No, it's echoing from the heavens. A sweet and seductive tone. A scolding, flirting, innocent yet wicked voice of a girl. Oh no. It's the dark side of YouTube
こ
ASMR.
んなところまで来るなんて私から逃げられると思ったんですか？バカな人、せっかく忘れさせてあげていたのに思い出してしまうんだもの。でも許してあげます。あなたは何も気にしなくていい。私があなたを勝たせてあげる。戦うことも努力することも傷つくこともない。だから何も考えずこのままお人形さんのように眠りなさい。
Oh boy.
ほら、だから諦めなさい。諦めるの。諦めて。諦めちゃえ。諦めろ。諦めれば？諦めたら？
I just want to believe somewhere off in the nebulous void, Weiss Peaceman is just being like, the fuck? Turns to Buddha, the fuck? Which I love that that's not touched on anywhere in anything. It hasn't become a servant card at all. Is that the Heavenly Buddha is literally a servant that can be summoned in this Holy Grail war. And no one's referred to it ever since the first game. I don't know what she means. Just that the world is ending. When I run out of footholds, I'll be swallowed up just like all the other students. The only thing I can do is tremble.
そう、それでいいの。おとなしく眠りなさい。どうせあなたたちはみんな価値のない生き物なんだから。
That's it. Darkness keeps telling me to give up, but I can't do that. I finally understand what that strong heartbeat, that sense of nausea is. This is anger. Ah, Tsukiko has discovered Branson's character motivation. I'm gonna fight back and fight like hell. Right now, I'm gonna fight this voice. Whoever this is callously deciding that all the students are worthless.
Punch the wall. Punch something. Or climb. Oh, okay.
I mustn't look away. I mustn't give up. No, I can't give up. Even if this resistance ends up futile, even if I know I can't run from this world, as long as there's blood in my body, I'll never.
Oh, is she gonna make the jump to the church?
It wasn't
Oh shit!
wasn't something as grand as being prepared to die. With just not wanting to give up, I jumped off the rooftop.
Oh.
Typically, that's how you give up! I love Bubba. They'll never take us alive! Falling. 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 Piercing through the ground that turned into an ocean of night, Tsukiko Moon's body fell into a bottomless darkness. And now we're playing Kingdom Hearts. Cue Yoko Ono. There's no end to this falling. Everything but my sense of direction has drifted away. Everything but my sense of self being torn apart. Not only is my vision peeling off in globs, but so are my possessions, my memories. Soon, not even my bones will remain. It looks as if there's nothing more I can do. In other words, it's game over.
Well, good stream, everybody.
Yeah, I know. They said over 100 hours of gameplay, but I'm sitting here at like less than an hour and a half. We gotta have the speedrun record by now. I cried out, "What the hell?" as I screamed insults at myself. That was too rash. And I made a mistake. That I was wrong. In my tremendous regret, my face was filled with tears. That was too futile, because there's no one who could save Tsukiko Moon anymore. And we picked this asshole! Has a moment passed, or an eternity? There's nothing compared to falling through this space. It's like I'm weightless. I can no longer remember the light of day. The light is some 100 million light years away. My limbs have been falling for so long that I no longer move as I want them to. It could be paralysis or maybe atrophy. My eyes have forgotten light. I have since lost their function. It's the same with moles that live underground. Same with my mind. It grew tired of this unchanging world and gradually closing itself off. My body is like mud and my heart is like lead. I want to lay my mind to rest already. I want to forget myself already. Worrying that I may be here forever, I want to avert my eyes and break already. But in the depths of my heart, there is an ember that haven't died. It's so weird to me that I can't help but laugh. In this state, in this despair, what little hope is there for me to cling on to? Whoever animated this for this game had the easiest job ever. Just make it look like she's falling and put in different color particle effects. My limbs are as cold as stone. My heart, my thoughts have frozen like ice. No matter how many stars pass through this darkness, it has absolutely nothing to do with me. Okay, now this is getting kind of cool. All of a sudden, Carl Sagan shows up. Oh lord, he would totally be a caster. Well, I have a conundrum, considering I am a famous atheist, but the Holy Grail does technically confirm that there is a higher power in this universe, and now I'm a slave to it. Oh well, you want to talk about science?
Discount GM? No, this is not on Steam. This is a ROM with a unofficial English patch.
Which, Zako, if you could drop a link in the chat, I'll also probably link to the English patch in the YouTube comment.
Sure.
Like, not the YouTube comment, but the YouTube upload.
Description.
Yeah, but basically you have to get a ROM of this game, which is legal to pirate because it was never sold in the US, so we have no legal way of distribution. You have to get a ROM of that game, put into a modern PSP emulator, which the one we are currently using is PPSSPP. Highly recommend, very good. And then you get the translation and go through the steps followed in the README file that you download with it. We highly recommend it.
Thank Iwakura Productions for spending a lot of years on this.
Yes, I read the history on it. This was 3 different fan groups trying to bring this game over from as early back as actually 2013.
Yep.
And it was Iwakura Productions who spent the last 5 years on it. I know because one of the first things I did when I got my PC when I moved into this house was get the emulator and play Fate Extra. So they've been at this for a minimum of 5 years. And I've been at this house for much longer than that. So, yeah. Be kind, if only if you just want to. They have a Twitter account. If you just want to say thank you for all your hard work. We're getting to enjoy a stream of this game. Go right ahead. They deserve it. And they are still doing fan translations of other games. So if you see if they're doing a translation of a game you like, support them. I believe they have a Patreon. Alright, back to this game. It's slipping.
Into the future. There's your quarterly Space Jam reference.
The last shred of hope slips away.
Oh, this is Space Jam.
I want it to be over already. Whether it's a second or an eternity, I've been through enough. This torture, nothingness, ends now. If I just stop insisting on talking to myself, I'll be free. Come on, just one last, the end, and a single period. Oh, that's a nice touch. Oh. But something tugs at me. There's this pain, like clawing nails, halting me in my eagerness to end it all. When I looked to see what was draining me so much, I saw the embers still there. The faint embers in my heart still haven't died out. something I just can't throw away. It's a bother. It's a bother. It's a bother, so I'd rather just use it all up. Man, this really does feel like in Stars in Time. Please, Zako, go watch those videos while you're doing some work so that way I can talk to you about that game. The embers of hope
Myself.
are all that's left. Once that burns out and disappears, my heart will be empty. Come on. What will you say to those embers?
For yourself.
I think we all know what the answer has to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's wrong. I can't even remember myself. So what the heck am I supposed to not forget?
面白い。自らを失っておきながら、なお忘れぬものがあるか。
He's here!
It's a lad!
小さいが、今のは確かに強い欲望の音だ。退屈にまどろんでいた俺を起こすとは、
I also realized something. So
凡
give me
夫
one second
であ
here.
りながら、欲深な女よ。
This is something I couldn't actually foresee until we started playing the game. So give me one quick second here. Because I just realized where I have Seris's visual indicator, it's cutting off a few words. I can move, but since I now know how the overlay works on the bottom part of the screen, I can move them over, so that way they. I just saw them. Yeah, there it is.
No, you didn't. I'm running. Goodbye.
Yes, you're running across the screen. Woo! Zoom. Okay, hold on, just there. And now I lock in place. And now we're good. Just now, that was definitely a voice. It wasn't just any voice. It was excessively haughty, excessively prideful. This voice belongs to someone absolute. Just hearing it revives my fully frozen consciousness back to where it deserves to be. I eagerly reach out to this unleashed fire, this heat, towards the owner of this voice, which echoes loudly, ruthlessly. I don't know who this is, but if I can perceive him, then he may be capable of leaving this darkness. Mustering the last of my strength, I open my eyes.
無礼者。凡夫雑種の分際で、俺の許しなくして俺を見るな。
He said the word!
Mm-hmm.
貴様ら族人が俺を見ることは許さん。俺に恋うことも許さん。本来なら今の行いだけで八つ咲きにするところだ。
I demand at least a single ore-sama, and the fact that he's only using ore, it's damn shame.
You know it's going to happen.
I expected it to happen already. I'm disappointed it hasn't.
貴様の物乞いは惨めではあったが、それゆえに見応えがあった。ゆえに一度だけ機会をやろう。挽回の機会だ。
挽回？
貴様はマスターであろう。礼として知恵を尽くせ。急げよ。俺が次に瞬いたとき、貴様の体は消滅しているぞ。
I have to point out the fact that he's using, if I understand correctly, it's one of the approximations that we approximate to bastard instead of using you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but I know it's not the typical translation of bastard, which would be teme.
Mm-hmm.
That's the... Yeah, we're all on different levels of what words we have fully learned, and I'm on the tier of I at least know words from anime.
Well, the best way to really describe is that he's referring to us or people in the most derogatory way that he can.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We just haven't gotten full... We've only just gotten one mongrel, though.
It's, if I understand correctly, Kisama is, like, considered worse or even more disrespectful than Teme is.
Yeah, which is why that's the one we hear a lot in anime.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But still, though, this is one of the reasons why I love, like, having you on more streams, Seris, is because, like, you don't know this, but back when we first started this was basically, like, our excuse to have a podcast and talk about weird stuff. So having someone with more, like, varied interests that can just tell like things that they want to talk about and enlighten people, that's one of the best parts of No Love for Extra. One more blink? Literally in the blink of an eye? I have no idea how it came to this, but if I don't show him gratitude with a full display of my wisdom, this guy says he'll tear me limb from limb. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What do I give him? What did this man say again? He said he wouldn't let me see him, ask him, or speak to him. He also said, "You're a master, aren't you?" Master, master, master. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, but... Ah! Oh! This didn't go so well for the last person to do this to him! I can hear the Tosakas of past saying, "No, no, 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 no." I had no choice but to order you as a master. I won't let me see you, ask you, or speak to you. Then I'll give you everything I have in exchange for permission for all three.
Oh! Literally burned all 3 of your command seals for it.
Mistakes were made.
Yes, but also remember, he's a cheater. He doesn't care about those. That's what he wanted. He's doing this for fucking free, and we're along for the ride. Wait a second, Zako. I know you watch Red Letter Media. We're in that one movie with Kyle Gallner that they talked about.
いいだろう。3つの例示を代償に俺に聞く機会を授け、俺と語る光栄を与え、俺を見る無礼を許そう。
The light was absolutely dazzling. Oh, his Riz! It's off the chart!
By the way, I'm watching the your stream version, and the model actually looks immaculate.
Oh, yeah. Not the glimmer of the stars spread out across the sky, but the light coming from the night clad in gold before me.
おお、なかなかの顔立ちではないか。見たところ。
Oh, you think we're cute?
集団の中で3番目といったところか。
Third place!
Let's be fair, we're standing next to Ronnie and Rin.
ああ、名乗らずともよい。
I wanna believe that because we know that like Gilgamesh is canonically bisexual, if he gives the same kind of compliment depending on the other male masters.
Eh.
Also, hey Wiley.
俺にレイジを排した以上、貴様は俺のマスター。
Well, we did have your command seals.
サーバントとして契約者の名前ぐらいは読み取っておくさ。ま、従うことは稀だろうがな。
What? This guy's my servant? No, to begin with, servants and masters are...
まだ記憶が混乱しているようだな。目覚めたというのに、巡りの悪い娘だ。
Also, Wiley, I'm super happy because next week we get to actually play the new theme song you made for us. I wish we had thought of that last week when we did Session 0, but that actually kind of makes Session 0 kind of special because it shows we weren't at like full capacity, where next week we'll actually have a bunch of the stuff ready, and so it'll be all cool.
だが俺は説明などせんぞ。面倒だ。目を覚ませば従者の一人もいよう。そやつらに聞け。
I love it. He's just like, this is boring and I don't like it. Don't worry. The person that comes after this will tell you everything. My servant. Knowing he's my servant doesn't tell me anything. I don't get why this guy saved me. I don't get that. Apparently we'll soon be associating often. Which is why knowing he's my servant isn't enough. What the heck is this guy's name? His class?
ボン白の英霊どもと一緒くたにするな。俺にクラスな。
Oh, he literally doesn't have a class.
俺は絶対にして始まりの王。英雄の中の英雄王。ギルガメッシュ。 ではな、戦いの時は俺を呼べ。退屈しのぎに付き合ってやる。
I half expected him to use the suffix dolno at the end of his name. I'm like mildly disappointed. For context, saying your name and then or not, what is it? It's not don. Is it dono?
Yeah, domo.
Yeah, well, it's the suffix that goes after a person's name that basically indicates I see myself like God or godlike.
Fair. The golden servant, Gilgamesh, turned away from me so quickly, as if he'd lost interest. No, wait, didn't you come here to save me?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, gosh. This is gonna bother me for the rest of the stream.
I do just love this. This subtle way of, no, the reason why I'm even talking to you is because you gave me something interesting and I'm going to give you your props. Which is the side of Gilgamesh we almost never got in the actual, like, original Fate. That's stuff that had to be expounded upon in this and Fate Grand Order. Though I will say, I want to say my favorite version of Gilgamesh will always be Gilgamesh from Prisma Ilia, because that's young Gilgamesh, which has the personality of older Gilgamesh, but the bemusedness of being trapped in his younger body. He's like, nah, let's roll with this. I want to see how this goes.
すでに貴様はマスターとして立ち上がっている。このような虚数にとらわれることもない。一度目をつぶり開けば正しい居場所に戻っているよ。
Unbelievable. Say, I could leave here with something like that. It's unbelievable how easily I accept those words as undeniable truth. It was because that servant's Gilgamesh's words had the strength and conviction. Just as he told me, I closed my eyes. My body floats all by itself, scattering and fading away like foam.
一つ言い忘れていた。これは貴様の戦いだ。俺はただ。
I love that.
その道化ぶりを楽しむのみ。
I love that subtle change to the smile on his artwork. I love that bastard smile.
俺と貴様は対等ではない。手を貸しているだけということを。
Gilgamesh's advice gradually faded. Gilgamesh's advice gradually faded from my consciousness. In the end, the only thing I was sure of were that servant's red eyes, possessing ruthlessness that would freeze whatever it saw, existing as fundamentally correct, the gaze of someone absolute. Yes, I would like to, game!
I guess it is Donna.
Oh, we get artwork now.
Okay, now that we're lined up with the walkthroughs. That was just the prologue.
Ah.
The story of a girl.
女は病理につながれていた。重い鎖はまんべんなく、つま先から頭まで、ミイラのごとき死に化粧。自由がない、と余人は哀れむ。自由はない、と彼女は喜ぶ。鉄のドレスは難攻不落。城門開いたその奥に、あるのは乙女か魔性の罠か。他人の秘密は蜜の味というが、さて。
I like that line.
脳波の正常活動を確認しました。アルファ波、ベータ波、平
I
常
go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
状態です。
That's fine. I actually think we've been going for about 2 hours. I think I'm going to put up the BRB screen since this dialogue won't continue unless I press A. So I'll put up the BRB screen and everybody can stretch their water, drink their legs, and we'll be back in a second. But I'm glad so many people are enjoying this. I'm so glad we get to get it back into a Fate game. It's been so long, but I will be right back. And I am back. Unfortunately, my controller fell, but luckily it didn't move the dialogue along. Oh man, Seris got cake. Now I feel left out. This also lets me clear a Discord thing that happened that's been annoying me. ADHD, why do you make me like this? Well, my tablet's being stupid, so now I have to do this on my phone. Even though I pretty much know what this is. Okay, cool. That's all cleared up. Now just exit out of things and wait for everybody to come back. But yeah, we really do want to thank Iwakure Productions for this, because the second I beat Fate Extra the first time, my immediate reaction was like, okay, I gotta go play CCC. I want to know how available CCC was, because we've had a Fate Extra ROM for nearly as long as Fate Extra has existed. Well, not as existed, but as soon as ROMs became regularly viable on PC. And when I found out, it's never been translated in any official form, and never got released outside Japan, because the first Fate Extra didn't do well because they didn't care if it did well, and so it basically died a slow death in a American and European release. Ugh. But yeah, for those who do know Fate, why don't you tell us in either the comments or in chat what your favorite Fate series is? I was literally brought in because my friends knew that Fate was an eclectic mix that I would like, but they knew they needed to show me it in a series that would completely connect with me. Mine is Fate Zero, because I'm a Gin Urobuchi slave. They were just like, nope, we know you like to be emotionally crushed. Yes, Seris, you and me both. Oh, Fate Extra destroyed me, and resonating on because this was in my 20s when I was very stupid, resonating with a character on the idea of, yes, I will do the thing that spares the most people or saves the most amount of lives, and I will just live with that guilt. His entire story arc was, it was agonizing torture, and I loved every second of it. So Seris, real talk, you know the name I picked for that character for that game that I'm still getting ready to do? There was at least a point where I almost named him Dareman. But then I was like, nah, I want to have this character have a little nuance. But that's another reason why I love Unlimited Blade Works Abridged, because they directly reference everything fully contextualized from Fate Zero, and it makes it so great. And that's the best part, is everyone else in the series has a connection to Zero, except for Shiro and Archer. And so that's what makes that Abridged series so good, is Saber's immediately coming back. I have a lot of things to process. I'm going to start fighting now. And finding out your last name is Imiya is not making any of this better. I'll be right back.
Rage.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen that, Seris, me and Zako are doing a watch party with you at some point.
Sounds good. Also, I have cake. Anyone want some?
You're taunting me. Yes, I would love some, but unfortunately, I can't drive the 14 hours. Actually,
Snail mail.
I'm just actually...
Listen,
oh, go ahead.
with as cold as it is outside right now, and will be for the next few days, this will stay frigid enough in a box that I'm pretty sure it would still be good to you by the time you received it.
Fair. But I also want to say, it actually is getting super warm here right now. The 4 inches of snow we got yesterday The majority on the roads is already melted.
I need you to know, I froze my ass off today doing a photo shoot in the snow.
Listen, we all suffer for our art.
Really right before the stream.
Yeah, I saw your Guess That Cosplay tweet, and I look forward to seeing that when it gets finished.
Apparently, photographer is a good friend of mine. Hold on. Grabbing charger. Apparently he said that he was gonna already just start working on it today because he was bored and had nothing else to do while his partner is playing Dungeons and Dragons. So we may be seeing results sooner than later.
Awesome! I can't wait till you show me.
Oh,
So-
believe me. I think you will be excited because it's not new. But it's a character that I've done before, but now with upgrades.
Ooh, nice. I also was happy that since I was getting stuff together for those who wander, like info, like, you know, getting the socials needed for everything, that I could also then just start following Sheila, and then I was like looking at all of her awesome
She's
stuff.
great. She's phenomenal. I love her so much.
Yes. So if you want, I highly recommend, let me double check here because I know it's in our DMs, but I'm going to have to scroll up a minute. Properly shout them out.
Do you want link? I can get you a link.
Sure. Post it. Yeah, just post it in the Discord, and then I will post it in chat.
Bet.
Because we stand all the people who hang out on this channel. Because I know so many talented people, and I'm just the guy who is good at networking.
Also, side note, I'm very excited I get to see her in a month. I'm so excited. I'm so ready.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
I'm back.
I'm so happy. Thanks. 1 second
There you
here.
go.
Seris was getting me a link, so let me just pull up Discord real quick.
It's in general.
Yeah, I saw. Just gotta do. Copy link. There y'all go. So if you want to go follow Sheila from Those Who Wander and see their awesome cosplay, go check that out. And now I just got to get off the BRB screen, go back to the live screen, and we can start finding out how our alpha waves and beta waves are normal, and we're finally waking up.
Bye. Senpai?
Oh no, after the last person who called us senpai, I am worried!
この声が聞こえますか？落ち着いて、ゆっくりまぶたを開けてください。
I hear a familiar voice. My hazy vision and consciousness come back to me, spurred on by the voice that's concerned about me. My heavy eyelids open. Oh Lord, they actually gave us first person. They gave us first person, but the wrong first person because they never modeled the ceiling of this room.
Nah.
It looks like an infirmary. An old-fashioned infirmary. I've never seen one on Serif in a style that no longer exists on the surface. I'm lying on a bed right now. Beside me is a girl in a white robe checking on me. Oh, discount GM. We would not get MASH for many, many years. This is many Kohais ago. Many, many Kohais. I think her name was... That's right, her name was Sakura, an AI in charge of managing the health of masters. I don't really understand what's going on yet, but it seems Sakura's been taking care of me. In place of a greeting, I say thank you. Huh.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, Sakura is making a really curious expression. There's something weird on my face?
いえ、ごめんなさい。なんでもないんです。何の問題もありません。
I'm just waiting for a Moon Moon Kun or a Moon Moon Chan.
自分でもわからないんですけど、声を聞いたらほっとしてしまって、きっと
Had
他
empty,
の皆さんよ
zero
り
thoughts.
昏睡状態が長かったからですね。と
True.
にかく目覚めてくれて嬉しいです。
But we've also made an AI NPC learn how to Doki Doki, so she is completely lost.
アバターの反応はまだ鈍いでしょうけど、すぐに元
Oh,
の
our
調子に
uniform
戻り
changed.
ますよ。もう立ち上がることもできるはずです。
Oh yeah, I remember that from a few random screenshots that weren't spoilers, but they were just like showing like some of the changes. And yeah, that was a whole thing. Sakura gave me a smile full of joy and relief from the bottom of her heart. I can't help but let my tension go up. I feel like I just had some sort of nightmare. That smile alone blew away all my anxieties. But no, I can't just stare at Sakura's beautiful smile forever. Okay, the script's already changed again. Where am I, and why in the world was I sleeping here? Also, because it seems like now we remember everything from the last game, I wanted to just be like, hey, where's Saber?
その前に確認をさせてください。
Also, God, yeah, her hair is on the floor.
No, it only got longer! Okay, I actually want this to be a meme. Every time this Sakura shows up, her hair is longer.
I'm sorry, I have to interject.
Uh-huh.
No, don't run away. Come back. What are you doing? I'm gonna say we've been blessed by a cat, but as soon as I acknowledged her presence, she ran away.
あなたは自分が誰なのかわかりますか？
Do I know who I am? I don't need to think too hard for that one. My name's Tsukiko Moon, a student attending Sukumi Ha... The worst part is Sukuhu. So easy for me, but adding the me in between there gets me every time. Sukumi Hara. Yeah, academy, but not quite. I'm one of the wizards
Magi.
who came to the...
Sorry, I have to interject. So my screen, the text, the tiny text, the Chisai text is kind of pixelated on my screen.
Oh?
That doesn't say Magi. I thought that M was a W.
Waga! To attain the rights to the wish-granting Holy Grail.
その
Sorry.
ウィザード
You're
と
fine.
いうのは
And then it changes to Magus there, which shows that's one of my favorite things about the inconsistency of the terminology and nomenclature of the Fate games. Because, for some reason, for the longest time, instead of using the phrase mana, which is regularly accepted just about everywhere, for some reason, in the Fate series, it was called prana. And you know, I have opinions on that, Seris. We've talked about it.
Oh.
I wonder why Sakura's asking. Isn't that considered the most basic of basics? Wizard
Magi.
are a special type of hacker capable of having their souls, and enter cyberspace.
Why don't we just call them hackers?
Because the Holy Grail War is supposed to be a mage war, but they were just like, Nasu was in charge and wasn't budging, so they're like, okay. Can we just say that wizards are hackers? Yeah, I think that's cool. Sounds 90s as fuck. I don't know why I made that voice for fucking Nasu. The body is something that grounds the soul, so if the body and soul could be differentiated, wouldn't it be possible to send it elsewhere? That occult-like approach led to a new age in the transmission of information. Of those hackers, the A-rank hackers among them were conferred the title of Wizard.
Magus.
そうです。魔術が途絶えた現代において唯一魔術理論を継承する人々のことです。ところで今は西暦何年でここはどこですか？
You don't even need to ask. It's the year 2030. Oh, this is not going to age well in 6 years. Or it might age appropriately humanity is trying to kill itself. Human technological advancements frozen in the 1970s. Oh,
this.
I want to believe bell bottoms. It was what doomed mankind. That's also when Western European plutocracy abolished the development of space travel. Dear Lord, I forgot that this game's plot is basically a QAnonist conspiracy.
Sure is.
As for the question of where, I don't really know the details, but I know enough. This is the moon, specifically the legacy of an alien civilization that was discovered inside the moon. The artificial spiritron calculation apparatus, the Moon Cell Automaton. Which, I want to say one thing. When trying to remember my nomenclature, while also not trying to open up Fake Grand Order again, so it keeps giving me, updates every 2 days, I could not remember the phrase automaton, which is why I kept saying only Moon Cell.
So the thing that kills me about that name means that this is a device, like a machine, a mechanism that is designed to calculate artificial spirit robots?
Yes.
Yes, it's just housed inside the moon. The moon grew around it in space. Aliens just left it there to look at humanity and go, huh, let's just record everything. Welcome to what is the giant secret of the first game. The moon is just an alien CCT camera. And then it's like, you know what, if you come here, we'll grant you a wish. But it'll only be in virtual reality. Kill a bunch of people for it. Oh yeah, and at the secret core of everything is one guy who controls the Heavenly Buddha! I'm never gonna let fate live that down! The Holy Grail that sleeps in the seas of the heavens that the wizard
Magi
of the earth dream of. The Moon Cell Automaton has no will of its own. You could call it a huge computational device. Put simply, it's a supercomputer the size of the moon. Even all of the computers in the world combined wouldn't be able to compete with the Moon Cell. This Moon Cell built a virtual cyberspace inside itself called the Seris, gathering wizards
Magi
from all over the world, or rather, the Earth. This would be one of the school-styled grounds made in the Seris. Wizards
Magi
that have reached the moon compete against one another, with the last one standing invited into the Moon Cell's core and is given the right to use it. That is the Holy Grail, an almighty calculator with computational
power source
ability equivalent to a solar system.
はい。あなたたちマスターは聖杯を求めてこのムーンセルにやってきました。弱き者に聖杯は与えられません。あなたたちは自分が生命として優れている。その方法としてムーンセルはあなたたちに戦闘を代行するソースを与えました。それは何ですか?
Something to fight with, something vital to a wizard. A partner to fight alongside. That is a servant. That's right, I remember now. For making it through the preliminaries and qualifying into the Holy Grail War, the Moon Cell gave me a command seals and a servant, a reproduction of a hero from the past as a familiar, to contract with as a participating master, I think?
そこまでは問題ないようですね。じゃあ、これが一番大事なことなんですけど。
I really want this to be, where the fuck are your command seals?
ですね。聖杯戦争中のこと、少しでも覚えていますか?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Of course, I do. Wait. I know that I'm a wizard.
I guess.
I love that you're saying it so far, you're almost now saying MAGA, so we might want to slow it down just a tad, Zako. But I don't remember a single thing about Tsukiko Moon's past at all. What I do remember is having anxiety. Well, actually, oh, I am an idiot. I've been doing the anxiety bit with her so much, I wanted to say, what I do remember is amnesia. Because I've had that before. Oh, that was easily one of the best parts of the last game is, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Servant, you know what? I like your pluck. Let's figure that out. This time it's just like, oh, you don't really know any of that? This is actually interesting. I don't really... I want to see where this goes, but I don't really want to help you. And that's why I love that we picked Gilgamesh. Actually, for what reason am I even participating in such a dangerous war to begin with?
やっぱり他の皆さんと同じですね。自分が誰なのかは覚えているけれど、聖杯戦争中の記憶は思い出せない。落ち着いて聞いてくださいね。あなたは自分がマスターであることしか思い出せない記憶障害状態なんです。
Memory loss. I don't really feel anything about that. But fact is, it's just as Sakura said. The only thing I can remember is that I am a master. I can remember I was in the Holy Grail War, but nothing about the battles I fought or what opponents I defeated. I have a feeling one was Shinji. There's only a little I do remember vividly. That's just a bit ago. I was an ordinary high school student going to a school different from this one. That was swallowed up by an unknown darkness, and that I was saved from the predicament by my servant who was some unknown man.
乱暴な言い方ですけど、聖杯戦争開始時の初期状態にリセットされたようなものなんです。あなたは昏睡状態が長かったですから、もしかすると本当に自分の名前しか覚えていないのかも。あれ？ということは、もしかして、私の名前、わかりますか？
So Sakura asked nervously. It seems like she's wondering if I forgot about her. Her name is, of course... Francis Xavier! I remember that being a joke in the last game that we had to look up. Do you want to look that back up, Zako?
Let's see here. While the second choice is the correct answer, you can click the third one for a cute reaction.
Okay, that's fine, but I just want to remember what Francis Xavier is because I remember this cracked us up last time. And since it's been like 3 years.
Francis Xavier. Oh, you wanted me to look up who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Francis Xavier was a Spanish Catholic missionary saint who co-founded the Society of Jesus and, as a representative of the Portuguese Empire, led the first Christian mission to Japan.
Oh.
麻藤さくらです。あ、麻藤真司さんとは無関係ですよ。私の名字は聖杯戦争ごとに参加者の一人からランダムに拝借するものなので。
I love that it's just like we are not repeating anything that involves Shinji and Sakura. If you played Fate Stay Night, you know.
Which we may be able to later this year.
Zako, we both know we can't stream that on Twitch.
Yes, we can, because the Rialto Nua remake, which is what this new release is going to be based off of, removes that content.
Oh, so we don't get the infamous Sakura screenshot. Okay.
Correct.
Though I still love that, because that's still what, like, before I even knew what Fate was, back when the meme format of the time was inspirational posters, I had one with that in it that just said subtlety when it's not needed. Oh. Alright.
とにかく急ぎ足でしたが、あなた自身の手で状況を確認していただきました。今私にできることはこれくらいです。もっと力になりたいんですけど、もう私には何の力もありません。
You've already given us far more help than the previous Sakura ever did. I don't actually want to talk shit about the lunches she gave, because near the end they were actually really good items.
皆さん同様、私も記録の検索機能がロックされていて、本当にごめんなさい。
They froze my internet history.
No, it's more like they put my browser in NSFW mode and I can't turn it off. Sakura bows. remorsefully, rises from her chair, and then moves towards the corner of the room.
もしもし、こちら保健室です。目を覚ましました。精神、肉体、ともに異常はありません。
それはよかった。では早速ですが、こちらに来ていただけるよう伝言をお願いします。
まだ目覚めたばかりですし、今は挨拶だけで。
申し訳ありませんが、その余裕はありません。事態は一刻を争います。
I can't tell if that's the voice actor for Leo or if that is a different character.
I think it is Leo.
It's hard to tell.
それに彼女なら、僕が言わずとも勝手に歩き回ります。
They know we're going to ignore them and look around. That's actually really good game design, being like, no, we know that there are people who don't just go from point to point in story-based games.
僕の知っているという人はいつまでもおとなしくしている性格ではありませんから、目が覚めたのならすぐに行動するでしょう。この新しくも古い校舎を調べ回った後、生徒会室に来るよう言ってください。
Sakura's transmission with that person ends. Come to the student council room. Sounds like...
今の通信聞こえていましたか?
Yeah, I nod an answer. The way the person was speaking annoyed me, but I do need to get moving now that I'm awake. Especially since
that's definitely Leo then.
Yeah! Especially since I don't know what's going on, I need to grasp the current situation as soon as possible.
わかりました。生徒会室は2階に上がって左手側の教室です。
But I actually do like this because now we're looking here, we can see they have actually changed up the model of this room, and they were using the previous model from the last game. So already they are using every part of the Buffalo, but also putting in more work, so I really like this.
また、サーバントは2階に上がって右手側の教室に待機してもらっています。忘れずに顔を出して、サーバントのパラメータを確認しておいてくださいね。
Dear Lord, I just imagine Gilgamesh is laying on a pile of desks he built as a throne, naked, eating grapes. But that's one of the things I also really want to do, and I haven't done in Fate Extra either in my offline plays or on stream. I really didn't get the chance to see what all of the different rooms are, because that was one of the things I actually did in the original Fate Extra, is that every servant's room had a different look and feel that, like we showed off when we did stream it, that evolves as you complete side quests and stuff. I never have seen archers, and I've only seen the base level of Tamamos, because I think I only got to like the second servant fight with her in my off time. Though her story is already great. Like, it wears a bit thin, and whatever. What was the first Fate PC game? The Dynasty Warriors ripoff.
Fate Extra. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where if we could both just open up our Steam, we would know. But, like, that one, Telmo gets a little too far on the maid stereotypes, but it feels like they were basically just, listen, this is what everyone likes about this character, so we're beating you over the head with it. But in the first game, it's a very actually, endearing relationship that evolves over time. At least from what little I played. As she says that, I look at the back of my left hand. There was no mark left at all. The bruise was gone without a trace. I used them all just so I could speak with them. That golden servant. The command seals serve as proof that one is a master. When a master uses them all up, what happens again? I feel like I've gone down a path I can't turn back on. Gilgamesh called me his master, but did he really become my servant? No use worrying about it. First, I should go to the second floor classroom and meet up with Gilgamesh. Oh yeah, these weren't here before. I think there was always a chair here where Sakura was, and that might have been there. Can I search? You have found a herb. What are these herbs anyway? There are a ton of different kinds with different properties. Lumping them all into herb without specifying what they are or what they do does not give you any good reason to use them. So with that, Tsukiko Moon discarded the herb. I feel like that's...
every Resident Evil player is screaming right now.
I know, because I've been... thank you, Discount GM. It was Extella. Which, that was actually a game where it would take a super long time and have a lot of repetitive gameplay, but I think actually does have some mileage for streaming. The old model laptop is laying on the desk, but there are no signs of it being used. Of course, I don't expect an advanced AI like Sakura to have any need for such an old device. Oh, that's the door!
Yeah. Like they were saying, this is a completely different school.
Oh! If I find anything I want to investigate, it'd be a good idea to come here. I didn't realize the school completely changed. I never knew that.
You're talking all that shit about reused assets. Look at this, motherfucker.
Yo, what the hell is this? I was in charge of the arena maintenance, and now I'm suddenly in charge of watering plants? Fuck, I don't know who did this, but as soon as I get back, the Moon Cell's gonna hear about this. Right, but... Oh! Wait a second! They put the store on the first level?! Mixed in with stuff like notebooks and pens are an arrangement of several kinds of souvenirs. The entrepreneurial spirit is palpable.
You could just say capitalism.
Listen, they weren't as far in as we are now. Over there is the commissary. You can buy various items and mystic codes there, but... Looks like the clerk stepped out. Well, he'll be back before you know it. Come back later. You don't need them now, and you have no money. Oh, wow. Oh, you're a totally different type of character. Listen to me carefully. One second I become the Mimicry Club chief. The next I'm in the far side of the moon. You must have no idea what I'm on about. Me either. I'm just an NPC after all. I leave the hard stuff to the advanced AI. Hey, are you a master? A human? So there are other humans still alive? Oh, okay. It's not my place to say this, but give it your best. You've got some tough times ahead. Wow.
Who are you?
Restroom. No need to go in there right now because we are a program. We don't have to pee. Door seems to be locked. I'm curious about this room, but it might be a good idea to worry about it later. Which means that's where What's-Her-Face is.
We're gonna run into a very strange singing Finnish man later.
The decorative plant, it's pretty tall. I never... Faculty room, but locked door. Won't budge at all. I'll give up on trying to get in. Oh, we can't go any lower than this. Storage room. There's a mess of old tools piled up inside. I don't see anything useful. Also, there's no need to go in and get myself covered in dust. Although I'd also like to know things, how things are looking outside, I should start with the inside of the school building. Ah. Huh? You're all human? The surviving masters? Hey, you're pretty lucky. Good for you. Welcome to the worst hell imaginable. This is the retro old school building, a prison with no fun whatsoever. You must already know by now, being a master here means nothing. You and I are both prisoners. I'm a normal NPC, Galco. Nice to meet you. I was attacked by the black noise, ran around and ended up here. Well, I'll let the management NPCs sweat the small stuff. We should hang out, you know? I'm emotionally scarred. This is the far side of the moon. We're trapped here. That's only a minus for humans.
You?
For us, it's a plus. After all, the Moon Cell has no control here. Master and NPCs both have the same worth now. This just gave me a big chance to get closer to President Leo. I already love this idea that now the NPCs are as free as the humans and they have sentience. There is so much to explore here. I know they're not, and they're basically just going to use it for running jokes, but this is so cool. This girl has her eyes on Leo. I warned her that she doesn't know what she's getting into, but she's a stubborn mentality. I was paired with this girl in the Holy Grail War, but who would have guessed that she was the type to prioritize love so much? Doesn't seem like anyone's using this room. There's no sign of anyone in it besides. Okay, so if memory serves... Oh, wait a second. I can search the board. A notice from the Student Council. The following Student Council member for this year have been decided as shown below. The sheet ends there. Okay, so that's the Student Council room. First and second year classroom. Third year classroom. Okay, so I think what we need is... Well, first let's see here. Announcement from the Guidance Counselor. The rest is just blank paper. You're a master, right? I'm just a regular NPC. I found myself in this school building. According to the AI in the infirmary, Sakura, I got deleted, but I escaped it and made it all the way here. The far side of the moon. Imaginary number spaces. They have nothing to do with me. I'm an NPC that's just heading home. Despite all of this, that won't change. I can go home whenever I want, but... This sunset glow is so nice. In the Holy Grail War in the near side of the moon, you never see this. I'll stay a little longer. I love this. I have to talk to this other girl that we didn't talk to. Please don't talk to me. I'm an advanced AI in charge of cleaning. I am on a different level than you people. Good grief, you're all filthy. This school building, you masters, and that Sakura Mato who rescued you people. For a long time now, I've been advising the Moon Cell that we mustn't invite humans. I predicted that this kind of bug would occur. The perfection that is the Moon Cell can't generate errors. Any fault always lies with you humans. Thus, I will not cooperate with you people. I wish for a swift resolution for the Moon Cell, and all delete!
Sweeping purge.
Ah! We met the sociopath! I turned on the faucet and water came out. I washed my hands. Cold water feels nice. Alright, so I think it's this room is where we go to find Gil. I enter the room and find myself in a dark red space. One desk, grained floor, and retro window frames. I'm stuck by a strange sense of nostalgia. This is the year 2030. I wouldn't be able to find find places like this in old-timey school building old-timey school building has here back on Earth. However, I don't have the luxury of getting all sentimental, because waiting for me is a man who just blew all that nostalgia away without a trace.
ひどい顔だ。冥界の悪鬼にでも出くわしたか、はたまた最低を待つ罪人か、悪趣味な夢に浸っていた結果か。どうだ、その萎えた魂に俺の名を口にする気骨は残っているか。
What a contrast.
Somehow older, yet somehow, like, more, like, I can't even put into words. The echo of his cold voice sends shivers up my spine. Yeah, Gilgamesh has been having that effect on people who watch anime for the better part of 20 years. Welcome to the feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. His name is Gilgamesh. In that starry sky, I made a contract with a servant I didn't really know, but... Are you really my servant?
これはいいなこと。俺は間違いなく貴様のサーバントだぞ。苦楽に付き合い、戦いを肩代わりし、顛末を楽しむ。これをサーバントと呼ばず何という。もっとも通常の契約関係とも違うがな。
Okay, so he is acknowledging it's not a normal relationship.
俺は貴様の思想、貴様の価値観に毛ほどの興味もない。単に貴様という人間を干渉するだけだ。貴様にとっては俺は頼り立てまつるもの。それ以外の何者でもない。間違っても味方などと思わぬことだ。
Oh, I love that dichotomy. I'm the one you respectfully rely on, nothing more. But by no means am I your ally.
ま、安心するがいい。 今のところ貴様の置かれた立場は面白い。この月の裏側にいるうちは貴様のサーバントとして力を振るおうともさ。俺の言葉だ。信じるがよい。
Reeling back my shrinking self, I set my eyes on the golden servant again. I no
I have
longer
a weird comparison to make here.
Go ahead.
He's basically Ryuk. I am here just because you are here for my entertainment. I'll enable you, but the moment you bore me, things will go sour.
True. Also, I was re-listening to Districtly Professional because I started listening to the complete Silvermere stuff. Now he's gotten through the base of his Ravnica videos and all his other stuff, and so I was in a Magic the Gathering mood. This is great because I just re-listened to us talking about Death Note, and one of my favorite things of being that the first thing Kira does after going through all of the trouble of getting rid of L, making sure no one can tie him to anything, is wait 2 years before killing the only competent person besides L he's ever met. He's literally just like, no, if we did not have this guy, whose literal job is talking to people and convincing them things, we would all be screwed. He's also the only person I think who, if given the chance to really think about things, would figure this out. So I'll let him have 2 years of safety, then he's dead! Oh. I am no longer any doubt that he's my servant, but does he really deserve to be trusted? Servants and master are in the same boat. Servants do the battling while masters supply them with magical power they need, such as the master-servant relationship, but we both stand on equal terms. Without one, the other can't participate in the Holy Grail War. When the servant is defeated, the master of the contract also loses their strength. When the servant is defeated, the master is also instantly terminated. It's not exactly what happens, but having to resupply the servant for their entire magical power renders the master helpless and exposed to the enemy's blade. Servants are such that they entrust their lifeline away, but need to be comrades who watch out for each other's back. In that regard, I can't trust him. At any rate, there's no basis to. When a master makes a contract with a servant, they share their own data with each other, as proof they are ready to fight side by side. However, Gilgamesh has yet to reveal a single one of those abilities to his contractual master, Tsukiku Moon Moon.
ほう、いい目をするではないか。ようやく片目が開いたところか。王に不信の眼差しを向けたのだ。意見があるのだろう。命をかけて物申してみよ。
His glance makes me recoil, like hearing the reverberation of some slimy sound. This servant watches me dispassionately. That's all it takes to make this room creak. The serpent is raising its head. I foresee that in the blink of an eye, my head will be severed and blown away. Unbelievable. Out of nowhere, I seem to have stepped on a landmine. I'll die no matter what I say. Even if I stay quiet, I'll die. While frozen by that chill, I say, okay, Zako, what do I say that doesn't get us killed?
Hang on.
Take your time.
I realize that because of the way the game mechanics work, that there is a correct answer. But if I'm being completely honest, both of those are gonna get you killed.
Yeah, it's... Well, in all honesty, which one is audacious enough that he will give you a pass because no one should ever say it to him? That's Gilgamesh in a nutshell.
So here's the thing. All my walkthroughs do not have this as a thing, so I think it's a pick whatever.
I will still err on the side of caution and do. Boom. The power of cheating the system, everyone! This one seems the most right. If I stay silent, I'm dead. Protesting will get me killed. I am at a total loss here. Fine. If I'm going to die either way, then I'll give him a piece of my mind. Here I go. I fire myself up from head to toe, forcing my quivering throat down, and glare at the arrogant servant before me. 1, 2, 3. I can't trust some person I don't know.
Oh.
Just a Oh. I said it. My knees are trembling disgracefully, and with just a few words, my throat goes dry. At any rate, I gave him what for?
I half expected him to do the thing where the response is like the sucking the air behind the teeth. Like I can't do it on the mic, but it's the disapproval sucking, you know, click and the sucking the air behind the teeth.
Let me see if I can do it because my mic's a little different. Do you hear that, chat?
I got nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
But it's the classic disapproval without telling you that there's a lot of disapproval.
Oh, apparently it came through on stream. It just Discord doesn't pick it up.
Amazing.
良いぞ。その目を許そう。最低限ではあるが、俺のマスターとしての資格はあるようだ。
I love this headshot with just the, oh, you gave just the right answer. Just the right amount. Okay, let's keep going. I love bemused, non-antagonistic Gilgamesh.
何しろ、俺が何者であるかも知らず、3つの霊樹を捧げたアホだからな。やることなすこと。
He's like, nah, you were stupid enough to make this bet. That's still funny. I want to see how this goes. It's frustrating, but I can't say anything back. When those red eyes fix on me, I feel fear before I feel any animosity towards me. Again, Tokiko, go back to Sakura. Tell her to synthesize anxiety medication for you. He goes to say something about this is terrifying. This servant is a demon. Once he decides someone is unneeded, even his own master, he'll slay them.
とはいえ、貴様の気持ちをくまんでもない。無知には呆れるばかりだが、貴様も訳ありのようだ。よし、俺が何者であるか、好きに詮索する自由を許す。時間を見つけ、それなりに探るがよい。神明が分かっているのだ。俺の神話を知るのはたやすかろう。
In all honesty, as somebody who's taken a basic mythology class at the college level, yes. Because they specifically always make you be like, okay, we're reading literally the first recorded myth that has survived, which is the Epics of Gilgamesh. Learn about him. The servant walks briskly towards the classroom door. What's going on?
わからぬか。己が無知を認め改めようとする国旗心をもって、今の冒涜は進言として聞き届ける。と言ったのだ。そら何をしている。俺を連れて探索を始めるのだろう。今貴様は状況を知らねば決断できないと進言したのだ。ここに留まっている理由はあるまい。
This is in my imagination. The golden servant Gilgamesh has a smile on his face and he's waiting for me to act. In our exchange just now, he found something of interest. Maybe. Unexpectedly, I almost experienced death. I'm delighted to have somehow narrowly escaped it. But the situation has yet to progress. I said I want to know about who Gilgamesh is, though.
今の貴様に俺から語ることはない。まずは己の証を立てることから始めよう。俺の話はその後だ。とは言っても、貴様にそこまでの見どころがあるかは望み薄だがな。ボンプはボンプらしく、忙しく立ち回るがよい。
Hey, he just left his master and started roaming around on his own.
勝手に出歩かれると困る。聖杯戦争のセオリーを守れ。そういえば、そんな取り決めだったな。しかし、記憶を失っていながら、よくもそんなことだけは覚えているものだ。
How dare you remember the one thing that would annoy me?
呆れたぞ。 まさかたった1分で俺の予想を覆すとは。律儀で強良な娘だな、貴様は。
I quickly run after my servant. At least don't materialize yourself, I plead. No, I counsel. Gilgamesh, though, fed up, obediently accepts my request. Undoing his materialization, he switched his spirit
Astral
form. For now, I can look around the school building in peace. Oh yeah, I was told to head to the student council room on the second floor here after meeting with Gilgamesh. But could it be that just now he was impressed with me? Alright, let's see what we got.
Impressed but willing to insult you to your face.
You know what? I work with enough people where, honestly, if I was working with someone as competent as Gilgamesh, I'd take that. He's upset! Why is he upside down? Oh. Classic girl's uniform. Okay.
hit the bumper.
Yeah, I know.
Ah.
She looks like a plank! Oh, I forgot that we have to manually level their skills. This is the weakest Gilgamesh has ever been. I'm more surprised he is not actively throttling us for gimping him. Oh, we got none of his skills. But also, imagine Gilgamesh having one noble phantasm when canonically he has 3, and one of them is everything. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is this the thing we got?
I don't think we got anything unique.
No, remember we got one thing from bringing over a save. We're supposed to be able to get it from one of these menus. Oh, that's it. Okay. Apparently we have gym clothes. Huh. Oh well. I want to find the library and see if I can go in and learn about Gil.
It's on the first floor.
Ah, okay, thanks for reminding me. I've spent so much time in the original school that this has literally thrown me off. Okay, I believe the library was this way. Okay, so that's the faculty room, so the library's in the other way.
That's
the infirmary. Hey, can I talk to you and learn something new? Yeah, he just started wandering around while you were unconscious. Everyone was like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he just called everyone a mongrel. That's great. I love it. Handling these without any medical knowledge is very dangerous. I'll leave it to bye. Oh, I bet they're going to have something funny for the scale. For measuring your height. I considered measuring my height until I noticed it's kind of also measures your weight. Close call. Oh. This game already has way more charm than the last game. I love it. Okay, it won't let me. Yeah. Alright, let's go get as much of the story, because we're probably not even going to get to the first actual serpent fight today. But we've already gotten so much. Oh. Just free serving, huh? The student council room differs from the other classrooms with its lush carpeting. It gives off the feeling of a real conference room. It is greatly anachronistic. Wooden space was a in this greatly anachronistic wooden space was a boy in a black uniform, a young man dressed in a coat, and a young man donned in white armor. The boy in the black uniform is Leo. His uniform colors may be different, but there's no way I could forget he's my classmate. However, the other two I haven't met, I think, yet. Also, I think I have. My foggy memory must mean I was their acquaintance during the Holy Grail War. If only you knew how much the man behind him tried to kill you! Like, what was the running tally? Like 4 or 5 times?
Just about.
あ、来た来た。はい、それじゃあ二人ともせーの。おはようございます。
The draw out of
That's an
those
attitude
syllables.
shift.
Appropriate punishments will
Oh.
begin in 5, 4, 3.
Hey, Sasquatch! Welcome! We are playing a game that only was translated in the last month. Welcome to Fate CCC. I hope your stream went well. Huh.
もう二人とも打ち合わせ通りやってください。
Yeah, that's actually super weird from the last game of him saying do something and neither one of these two jumping.
朝の挨拶は元気よく快活に。やや脳の作りを疑われるほどバカっぽいほど学生らしい。ほい。もう一度行きますからね。せーの。おはようございます。
Good morning.
He says it in English. I love it.
Why? Unnecessary.
Unnecessary, but I love it because it's just the one thing where the hand wave is that the throne of heroes just hand waves whatever language all of them speak and know. But I love the idea where here it's like, okay, we're all a bunch of Europeans. We should not have fluent Japanese.
おはようございます。
Leo silently smiles, coercing me for something. Do I also have to give an embarrassing greeting? Alright, guys, what do we want to do?
Walkthrough still has nothing.
I was about to say this.
I guess you pick the top one.
Okay.
Play along.
はい、大変結構でした。善と明るい学生にふさわしいテンションです。やっぱり僕の見込んだ通りの女性でした。バンカラに言うと。
Okay, this does not sound like Leo.
No. Sounds like either Natsu really didn't like how he did Leo last time, or he just wants to fuck with everyone.
ユリウス、つかぬことをお尋ねしますが、マブとは
深い親愛を表す日本の専門用語だが、男と女につける場合で意味が異なる。まったく、どこでそんな言葉を。
What did this just turn into? Leo and these two young men are playing out an entire skit. This classmate, that I know, Leo, never had such a friendly disposition, I'm pretty sure.
その様子からすると、僕のことを覚えているようですね。では、悪ふざけはここまでに。ご安心を。僕はあなたの知っている通りの冷静沈着なレオですから。でも残念です。忘れているようなら、これを機にキャラ替えをしたかったのですが。
So it's like, nah, I know everyone else has got amnesia. I was thinking about just changing up my entire personality. Should I point out how different he sounds from the old Leo when he says that? Dear Lord, how heavy are we if that's the sound of us sitting down?
お待ちしていました。はじめまして。僕はレオナルド・ビスタリオ・ハーブ。今更
Okay, I'm not even gonna
自己紹介も
bother
ど
reading
うか
that.
と思いますが、この校舎で顔を合わせるのは初めてですから。兄さん、ガウェイン、あなたたちも自己紹介を。
ユリウスだ。今はレオのサポートに徹している。
サーバント、ガウェインです。その、我が主は現在、 年相応の無邪気さを発散しています。
I like that this is like a different Gawain who's just like, okay, so I remember a bit more than everyone else. I was just listening to this man because he reminded me of what a king should be. But then I realized he was also a sociopath. Now I'm happy that he acts like an actual child.
ですので、多少のわがままは多めに見ていただきますよう、皆さんの寛容さを切実に期待します。
Person who called himself Julius, judging by Leo's manner of speech, seems to be Leo's older brother. They don't look alike at all, but maybe they're half-brothers. Julius seems to be a master, but I don't see his servant anywhere. I don't feel the presence of a servant nearby, nor the typical pressure of a master from Julius himself. Even if Julius' servant were to have the total disappearance skill, Julius himself wouldn't be able to hide his status. For some reason, he's a master who's lost his servant. Oh no! If he's out on the loose! Oh! On the other hand, it's apparent that Gawain is Leo's servant. He's his class is Saber. Of the servants summoned in the Holy Grail War, he's at the top of the ranks. For some reason, that's the one thing I can recall exactly.
失礼します。校内の全スキャン完了しました。校舎にはもう未発見のマスターはいないようです。
Girl from the infirmary, Sakura, enters the room. Leo nods, saying, all right, then turns back to me. That Leo B. Harway, I remember. Now that's Leo B. Harway, the strongest master accompanied by the strongest servant. There's no erasing that fact, whether I remember the Holy Grail War or not.
状況から見て、彼女たちもどこかにいると思ったのですが、いないのでは諦めましょう。あなたに来てもらったのは他でもありません。この旧校舎。いえ、月の裏側からの脱出作戦に参加していただけないでしょうか。
Oh, I kind of love this. Like, everyone's like, okay, so the Grail didn't work out for us. We all lost. And then we got brought back. And then we got thrown to the other side of the moon where everything's chaotic. Can we just figure out how to get out? A plan to escape from the far side of the moon? Wait a second. I can't keep up with all these rapid new developments. I love it. They're just like, yeah, we're throwing a lot at you guys. Enjoy. What happened to the school building? Swallowed by the black noise. Why have I lost my memories? Where are we? If I can't get at least these 3 points cleared up, I can't make a decision.
おや、さくらから説明は受けていないのですね。では僕の口から説明をしても。
はい、お願いします。憶測ばかりなので、AI である私には説明することができなくて。
そうでした。AI は事実として判定された情報しかマスターに伝えられない。ムーンセルのかけた制限ですね。では、質問をどうぞ。
All right.
You'll be able to pick all 3, so go as you wish.
Yeah, I figured. Asked about the school swallowed by darkness. Here's the scene I just saw. Here's the scene I just saw Leo in. Leo, Senji, and I were classmates. I explained how that after a sudden announcement, the people inside the school building were swallowed by darkness and disappeared.
学校でクラスメート同士だった。それは予選の延長ですね。おかしいな。僕とは違う。うろ覚えではありますが、僕の場合は聖杯戦争の途中で黒いスライムに襲われ、気がついたらここにいました。おそらく僕は校舎が襲われる前に予選を突破して、あなたのいた校舎から抜け出したのでしょう。さくら、予選のシステムについて僕の口から説明してもいいですか？
問題ないと思います。もうここはシステムの外ですし、予選を突破していますから。
では遠慮なく。聖杯戦争には予選と本戦がありました。
Hey, Citric, how's it going? We are rewriting history, and now we have broken the program. We are in basically the Wild West of being trapped in an AI. Also, the moon is a giant computer created by aliens to watch us that wizards have the ability to hack into and have a war.
何の変哲もない。 西暦2000年頃の学生。それが僕らに与えられたロールでした。
No, it's made of binary. I see. That feeling of being suddenly abandoned by the world was due to me believing that the role the Moon Cell imposed on me was my current occupation.
その役割に違和感を覚え、本来の自分を取り戻したウィザードだけがマスターとしてサーバントを獲得します。サーバントと契約している以上、予選は突破していなければおかしい。ですから、僕と同じように本戦であの黒いアンノウンに襲われたはずです。その記憶はないんですか？
No. I only remember the day-to-day of the preliminaries, the abysmal darkness, my servant who kept calling out to me.
いいでしょうか、レオさん。レオさんはこちらに落ちてからすぐに目覚めましたけど、ずっと眠っていたから。昏睡状態の時、レオさんの言う黒いアンノウンにずっと魂を囚われていたことになります。ですから、長い悪夢に侵されているうちに本戦での記憶を完全に消された、飲まれてしまったのではないでしょうか。彼女が語った予選は本当の予選ではなく、以前あった現実と夢が混ざり合った捏造された予選の可能性が高いです。
Fabricate preliminaries? Then that Shinji and Leo were both just dreams? No, since each character's default configuration
Personality
was reproduced from my past memories, then was just the final sight of the school building being swallowed a dream? Even so, there was that fall at the end. The chill of the empty darkness was definitely no dream.
きっとそれが原因です。あなたは聖杯戦争中に怪物に捕まって今まで閉じ込められていた。夢の中で見た黒い空間は、そのあなたを飲み込んだ怪物の体内みたいなものです。
Inside of a monster that endlessly stretching space devoid of amusement? This is the electronic ocean. Maybe that's what it's like to be taken in as data by another being, but it's sounding increasingly repulsive. Yes, it sounds like we experienced Vor, so that was terrible. We were caught by a monster possessing that kind of darkness.
では、質問をどうぞ。
My lost memory. I ask about why I've lost my memory.
それはお前だけの話ではない。レオも校舎にいる他のマスターたちも同じだ。
はい。僕たちは全員聖杯戦争中の記憶を失っています。覚えているのは自分のサーバントと戦いの中で知り合った人々のデータだけ。例えば僕の場合、まだ負けていないことは断言できますが、何回戦まで進んでいたのかはよく思い出せない。
Which is hilarious because you're talking to the person who would have defeated you and would have basically killed you.
また、自分でもどうかと思うぐらい関心があるのですが、その関心を持った理由を忘れています。
Because they were the only person who challenged and literally beat you.
お恥ずかしい話ですが、私も同様です。おそらくあなたのサーバントもそうでしょう。
Nah, because he wasn't here. He's fucking around because he's interested in this shit.
マスターであるレオとの出来事は覚えていますが、それ以外のことは明確に思い出せない。
はい。マスターの皆さんは予選を突破した直後の1回戦序盤の精神記憶状態に戻ってしまったんです。
I love this because it's basically built for you to pick the servant you like the most from the last game and choose them as your servant and have Gilgamesh be like a second playthrough thing. But we just were like, fuck it, we ball.
それに加えて長い昏睡状態だったから。
I had a worse case of memory loss, more so than Leo and the others. So basically, I can't recall any sequence of events from the Holy Grail War or my background as a wizard. It was obvious, but the truth of it still sent a chill down my spine. The fear that only I had lost my memories has died down. But nevertheless, not being able to recall who I used to be leaves me terribly uncomfortable. And with a sense of deja vu, it's almost like I have a history of memory loss, and probably that concussion that started the stream did not help.
兄さん、何か意見でも？
いや、特にはない。そういえば、彼女はどんな窮地でもこんな態度だったなと。随分昔の出来事のようだ。
They may have killed me and I may have come back as a petty-ass ghost and tried to kill them a second time. After the other 3 times I tried to kill them while I was rationally alive.
とにかく僕らが記憶を失ったこととこの旧校舎にいることは関係があるはずです。不自然に消えた記憶は不自然な状況を解析すれば戻るのが道理でしょう。では質問をどうぞ。
Where are we? Is this unfamiliar wooden school building a part of the Seraph?
セラフではありますが、かつて僕たちがいた領域ではありません。ここは月の裏側、聖杯戦争の外です。セラフはムーンセルが聖杯戦争を進めるために構築した仮想空間でした。ですがここはムーンセルの目が届かない、いわば法の死角です。ガウェイン、例のもの。
I did that thing!
And Lady Catherine, thank you for gifting a sub to Citric.
どうぞ、レオ。
こんなこともあろうかと、ワクテカ図面を用意しておきました。
I love how you can tell he is so happy. I made a graph just for this, and I am so happy about it.
レオ。 ワクテカというのは精神状態を表すスラングであって図面の用語では。
Wait, it is?
Look up what it means, because I got no clue.
WKTK. WKTK means that you're excited for something to happen. It comes from a bunch of katakana, which is a Japanese onomatopoeia for excited or trembling for excited.
Oh, that's cool.
ワクテカ図面です、兄さん。兄さんだってここの表記はプロポーショナル体よりゴシック体の方がクールだとか盛り上がってたじゃないですか。
No, Seris and Citric have like literal opinions on this, especially because Citric went out of his way to make a gothic font for our gothic horror D&D game. Which, if you haven't seen it, go check out the tweets as well as check out the thumbnail for Those Who Wander. Citric did an amazing job with creating an entire gothic-inspired script that also goes with some themes that we are playing with in the game.
あれは分かりやすさの追求だ。ブリーフィングでは時にスタイリッシュなものが好まれる。
なるほど。僕が言うのもなんですが、兄さんが指揮していたチームは14ばかりだったんですね。と、話を戻しましょう。この図解にあるように、現在僕らは月の裏側にいます。聖杯戦争は月の表側で行われているものです。つまり、
We fell from the near side of the moon to the far side of the moon. Actually, that unknown black noise dropped us to the far side.
Citric says, listen, I'm first and foremost an ass man. Do not expect me to half-ass anything when I can go for the entire ass.
Oh, trust me, Citric! Over the 5 years we've known each other, I have learned that!
ですね。ここはムーンセルの裏側。本来ならムーンセルが使用しないと封印した情報倉庫なんです。ムーンセルは光を記憶媒体にした物質に頼らない記録装置ですが、ここはその光が入り乱れた高次元。惑星情報や虚数すらソースとして成立する世界の外です。ムーンセル中枢が光を閉じ込めている式典の檻なら、ここは虚数でできた打点の庭。 知性を持つ生命は決して入ってはいけない絶対禁断領域です。私たち上級 AI も裏側には入れませんでした。
まあもう僕たちが入っちゃってるんで絶対も禁断もありませんけどね。
Leo lets out a cheerful Next to him, Gawain and Julius wear grim expressions. However, sealing that we're deliberately not complaining means they have embraced Leo's sudden change in attitude. They're both just like, we were used to a sociopath, and now he has an actual personality. This is good, but also bad. This is just my guess, but maybe Leo, now freed from his status, wants to live this kind of life as a student or has always wanted to.
とにかくそんな危険な領域で僕たちは目を
I
覚
have
ま
no
した。
more responsibilities. Fuck it.
True, because he was literally groomed to rule over a plutocracy from the age of 2.
私たち NPC も同様です。本戦でマスターの皆さんと一緒に飲み込まれ、生き残った者が後者に残されています。
The far side of the moon. This is the first time I've heard of such a space, but certainly the Holy Grail is a journey from the space of the moon to its center. Since the moon is circular, it wouldn't be strange for another stage to be behind the core. The question is probably where we can leave here or not, whether we can leave here or not.
そうですね。この急行車は安全のようですが、それもいつまで安全なのか保証はない。加えて、校舎の外はあの暗い海です。僕たちでは触れた瞬間に消滅するでしょう。これで状況は理解できましたね。さて、そこで僕からの質問です。月の裏側、失われた記憶、謎の急行車、出口のない世界。この状況で僕らがするべきことは何でしょうか。
I'm gonna assume again there's no choice.
Pick the top one, I guess.
Yeah. It's obvious, no matter what circumstance we're in, we have to get back to the Holy Grail War. I've yet to recover anything, the memories of who I am, how I joined this battle, the ideals I have for obtaining the Holy Grail. I'm still empty.
だろうな。聖杯戦争では敵同士であっても、この状況では手を組まざるを得ない。お前はそういう女だ。
そうですね。それが一番正しい目的です。
Also, as the resident Spanish speaker, I misheard plutocracy, and know what? That is a system of government I can get behind. I see you, Citric.
期待以上の返答です。これで共同戦線の開始ですね。聖杯戦争に復帰するまで、いえ、月の裏側から脱出するまで、僕たちは仲間です。では改めて、レオビー・ハーウェイの名のもとに、つくみはら生徒会の発足を宣言します。
Lower your hand, Leo. We live in different times. His declaration has filled with strong determination. I am not sure about the name, but under this commander, we can overcome any hardship. He's enough to inspire our hope of such.
しかし、まず第一の問題があります。これをクリアできなければ、脱出プランを練ることすら不可能でしょう。誠に言いづらいのですが、人数が足りないのです。
Huh?
会長の僕、秘書の兄さん、ジーヤのガゲイン、そしてショムしかいないではありませんか。
I love that. That's the first time he ever had the of like actual like grief or problem. That was just like, I'm the president. We don't have enough officers. Please help us.
これでは僕が夢見た生徒会とは呼べない。いや、呼んでいいはずがない。
Oh, he still just wants to live out his school fantasy. He's so cute now. Oh, I hated you in the first game because you were just a dick.
生徒会というのはもっと華やかで青春の匂いで満ちていてトラブルが多発するものなのです。
その通りです。
Oh my god, my brother's a weeb.
どのような品種であれ花が増えるのは良いことかと。
そういうことですので生徒会メンバーを見繕ってきてください。少なくとも副会長と書記の2人は必須です。校舎には僕たちと同じ境遇のマスターが何人かいますから有能そうな人を片っ端からスカウトしてきてください。
The talk-in's there. Leo's first order is to recruit. He says I need to help launch the student council by finding other masters in the school building and persuading them to join. Is this really a good idea, Leo? Okay, well, we got a chance here. So first of all, gonna do two things. Oh yeah. Can't do that there. Oh yeah, I forget. I was gonna try. Oh, we've got jump. We've got ups.
The fuck?
I wonder if there's any cleaning supplies in here. Julius sweeping up the student council room with a broom or dust cloth, or Gawain. I kind of want to see them doing that stuff.
We've been going for about 3.5 hours. I honestly think this is probably a good place.
Yeah, let me make sure it just saved there. Oh yeah, that's what. How I do that? Oh yeah. Make sure it did that save state. Yeah. Okay. Well then, let me throw up the BRB screen. Why don't you guys tell us, tell the people where they can find you, and I will find us somebody to raid.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Zakoduo. I'm currently streaming between Alan Wake 2 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which I'm going to try to start up here in a little bit, here probably like in the next hour or two, so look forward to that if you're still awake. Other than that, yeah, that's about it for me.
You can find me all over the internet, pretty much like Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, Instagram, all over the internet at Tixdixl. I am here bi-weekly every second and fourth Sunday, starting not this weekend, but next weekend, DMing Those Who Wander, our lovely new Domains of Dread gothic horror campaign. That is not Curse of Strahd, so it is friendly to anyone who does not want to be spoiled by Curse of Strahd. And then in terms of art things, I'm suffering from a deep case of brain rot. You have been warned, and that's me.
Yeah, so coming up here, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, and over at the Burnouts Bar Patreon, where, this week, I'm not sure if we have a Say by a Spell this week because there's some conflicting schedules. May not happen, but we do have a Wizard Sips Plays in 2 days on Monday, where me and Zymosite will play our Strixhaven characters playing through RE4. We just beat the Lake Monster, and we just beat the first El Gigante. And now we might finally add Ashley to our group. So it'll be fun. We're having a good time. Check us out. And if you want to check out anything else, it'll be up on the VOD, which tomorrow I get to upload this. Oh, it's been so fun, but I know who we're going to raid. They're working on some music here. So we're going to go over to one Mark Allen Jr. at Aeon Protect Gaming. What should our message be?
Moon.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time. And get ready for the trip, because none of us are actually ready for this trip. We love you. Bye-bye.